King Soopers and make your tailgate legendary with Chugwater Chili.
It may be football weather, but before you know it, it's going to be Christmas weather, and you have to do that horrible job of going outside on a dangerous ladder and hanging up lights. Unless, of course, you did what I did. I called Preferred Lightscapes, and not only are they going to come out and get on that dangerous ladder, they're going to bring the Christmas lights with them, so I don't have to worry about chasing down that broken bulb. Just go to preferredlightscapes.com, preferredlightscapes.com to schedule your Christmas lights installation today. Call now and get 10% off your install. Tell them Mandy sent you.
The Ford lineup continues to show why it's a household name. Whether you're in the market for a gas, electric, or hybrid vehicle, your local Ford stores is the place to be. Command the road with the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years and counting. Ford F-Series trucks. Gear up and head out in an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or discover Ford's electrifying lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles. Don't wait. Inventory has arrived, so head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
We'll get back to the stadium in a moment, but first, 10 seconds for station identification on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Broncos and Goals.
Monday Night Football.
On KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
It's time for Denver Broncos football. It's Monday night in the Mile High City.
Show me something tonight. Let's go.
As the Broncos battle the Bengals.
And here he goes. Next.
What a throw.
Pass Surtain. Dobbins midfield. Heisman makes the catch.
Man, you can feel it.
And that's Jonathan Cooper. Courtland goes up. Makes the catch.
Is Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
And Cincinnati on Monday Night Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Wendy's.
Wendy's is putting a twist on a classic with all new Frosty flavors. A refresh on a classic? Gotta be Wendy's.
We gotta be hungry.
By Xfinity.
Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed.
Marvin goes up. Makes the catch. That's a Denver touchdown.
And by Aurora Mental Health and Recovery.
Sack the stigma at auroramhr.org.
The stage is set.
Live from Empower Field at Mile High, it's the Broncos and Bengals.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Next. Now, once again, Dave Logan.
Back at Empower Field at Mile High. Weather is clearing now. We had a lot of rain, not a lot of rain, but we had rain earlier this afternoon, but looks like at kickoff it is forecast to be dry. Here's how the Bengals line up on offense. The left tackle, big Orlando Brown Jr., 6'8" and 350, the 8-year pro out of the University of Oklahoma, signed from the Chiefs roster a couple of years ago. Dylan Fairchild, the left guard, 6'5" and 318. He's a rookie from Georgia, third round draft choice this past spring for Cincinnati. Ted Karras, the center for the Bengals, 6'4" and 310. He's played 10 years in the National Football League, college football at the University of Illinois, an unrestricted free agent from the Patriots back in 2022. Dalton Reisner, former Bronco, will start at right guard tonight for the Bengals, 6'5" and 312. This his 7th year out of Kansas State, originally the second-round draft choice of the Broncos in 2019. Amarius Mims at right tackle for the Bengals. He is 6'8" and 350. Mims played his college football at the University of Georgia, was a first-round pick of the Bengals back in 2024, the 18th overall selection. The tight end tonight is going to be Mike Gesicki. In his 8th season out of Penn State, he is 6'6" and 245, signed from the Patriots roster in 2024. Last week, a catch for 6 yards on the season. A little bit of a slow start for him. 5 catches for 38 yards. Noah Fant is on the roster as well for the Bengals, but he is inactive tonight with a concussion. 2 really good wide receivers. Jamarr Chase, one of them, 6 feet and 205. 5th-year pro out of LSU. First-round pick, in fact, the 5th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft for the Bengals. Last week, He had 5 catches for 50 yards. He's got 21 catches in 3 games for 241 yards and a touchdown. In his 4-year and 3-game career, he's already at 416 receptions for 5,666 yards, 47 touchdowns. A prolific wide receiver, and Pat Surtain is going to see a lot of him tonight. T. Higgins, the other receiver, 6'4". He is 220, 6-year pro at Clemson, second-round draft choice. The year before the Bengals took Jamarr Chase in 2020. Higgins last week, 1 catch for 15 yards, 7 for 104 in those 3 games thus far this season. One of those for a touchdown. Running back is Chase Brown, 5'10" and 210, third-year pro out of Illinois on the season. He's got 47 carries for 93 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Bengals have not been able to run it much. Jake Browning, the quarterback, 6'2" and 210. He's a third-year pro out of Washington. Last week in that road blowout, Minnesota, 19-27 for 140 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. We'll come back, take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Broncos. First, these messages on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
When you started your business, you created more than just a place to work. You created a community. Hi, I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. Like you, our business came from humble beginnings in 1978. Since then, we've been helping local businesses with tools and services needed to grow. Our treasury management team is ready to help simplify cash flow and protect your accounts. If your local business is looking for a local bank, explore our services at bankofcolorado.com. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Denver wide receiver Marvin Mims. Fitness is part of my job. That means hitting the gym and showing up to workouts. It also means taking care of my mental wellness. That's the fitness you don't see. It's time to destigmatize mental health. It's time we normalize reaching out. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery has been helping people like you and me overcome life struggles for over 50 years. Visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Homeownership is possible with a trusted partner.
It brings us a lot of joy to be able to say that this house is our own and that we've poured our hearts into making it our own.
Alyssa and Ryan are among the more than 155,000 people Chaffa has helped become homeowners since 1974. It starts with homebuyer education and connecting you with a statewide network of participating lenders. Get started at chfainfo.com/yourhome. Chaffa is an equal housing lender.
More Broncos coverage afternoons at 3 with Dave Logan and Ryan Edwards on KOA Sports.
Take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Broncos. Left tackle was Garrett Bowles, 6'5" and 300 pounds. He's played 9 years from the University of Utah, all with the Broncos, a first-round pick of Denver back in 2017. Ben Powers at left guard, 6'4" and 310, 7-year pro, played his college football at the University of Oklahoma. Luke Wattenberg was a 5th-round pick of the Broncos back in 2022. He starts tonight at center, 4 years now in the NFL from the University of Washington. Wattenberg, 6'5" and 300 pounds. Quinn Miners, the right guard, 6'3" and 320. He's played 5 years from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, originally a 3rd-round pick of the Broncos in 2021. Mike McGlinchey, the right tackle, 6'8", 315. He's played 8 years out of Notre Dame, 1st-round pick of the Niners back in 2018. He was a top 10 pick, 9th overall, signed from the Niners back in 2023 by the Broncos. The tight end tonight will be Evan Ingram. He is active and ready to go, 6'3" and 240. Ingram, a 9th-year pro out of Ole Miss. Ingram on the season, 4 catches for 33 yards. Good to get him back in the lineup tonight. We'll see Adam Troutman and Nate Atkins as well. The receivers, Courtland Sutton, 6'4", 216. Sutton, an 8-year pro out of SMU, 2nd-round pick of the Broncos in 2018. Last week in that disappointing loss to the Chargers, Court had a good game, 6 catches, 118 yards, and a score, 13 for 185 and 2 scores in this 3-game span to open the 2025 season for Sutton. The other receiver, Troy Franklin, 6'3" and 180, 2nd-year pro out of Oregon, 4th-round pick of the Broncos last year. Franklin only a couple of catches in Los Angeles for 8 yards, but he leads the Broncos in receptions in 3 games with 14 for 141, one of those for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, the running back for the Broncos, 5'10 and 212, 6-year pro out of Ohio State. Signed as an unrestricted free agent off the Clippers roster this past spring. Good game last week against his former teammates, the Chargers. 11 carries for 83 yards for Dobbins and 1 rushing touchdown. 41 for 222 in 3 games, averaging 5.4 yards per carry and 3 rushing touchdowns. Bo Nix, the quarterback of the Broncos, 6'2 and 217, second-year pro out of Oregon. First-round pick last year, 12th overall selection by the Broncos. Last week in L.A., 14 of 25 for 153 yards, had a touchdown, didn't throw an interception, ran the ball 8 times for 33 yards. On the season, Bo, 61 of 95 for 535 yards. He has 5 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. I think the Broncos are hoping that Bo Nix can settle in tonight a little bit, and they can help him by not getting in so many third down and long. When I say long, third down and 10 or more. That's not a recipe for success. Certainly not a recipe to have a good third down conversion rate. One of the reasons the Broncos are 27th out of 32 NFL teams in that category, converting 32% of third down opportunities. That number's got to be in the 40s for this team to be good. Let's head to Connor McGahee and the stadium introductions.
And left guard from Oklahoma, number 74, Ben Power. At center from Washington, number 60, Luke Wattenberg. At right guard from Wisconsin Whitewater, number 77, Colin Miner. At right tackle from Notre Dame, number 69, Mike McGlinchey. At tight end from Dayton, number 82, Adam Troutman. At tight end from Mississippi, number 1, Evan Engram. At wide receiver from Oregon, number 11, Troy Franklin. At wide receiver from Oklahoma, number 19, Marvin Mims Jr. At running back from Ohio State, number 27, J.K. Dobbins. Quarterback from Oregon, number 10, Bo Nix. At wide receiver from Southern Methodist, number 14, Courtland Sutton. Head coach John Payton and the rest of your Denver Broncos.
So the Broncos and the Bengals getting set to do battle on this Monday night. The Broncos, by the way, currently with a 6-game home winning streak. That's the longest since November of 2015 when they had 11 in a row. The Broncos have been able to score points as well, 20 or more points in 10 straight games. Longest streak since the team's best ever 30-game stretch, but you got to go back to December of 2012 to November of 2014. Right now it's time for tonight's national anthem, and you will hear from Kayla Ruby.
Please remain standing and kindly remove your caps as we honor America. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Performing the anthem tonight, national recording artist and Colorado's own, please welcome Kayla Ruby.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem tonight by Kayla Ruby. Here at the stadium, 65 degrees, a little cloudy, wind out of the east at 7 miles per hour, but no precipitation, at least not right now. The game time conditions brought to you by Applewood Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, your hometown provider of reliable electrical services at a guaranteed price. ApplewoodFixit.com. So Monday Night Football, the Bengals and the Broncos. Denver's trying to remain perfect at home. They opened up against the Tennessee Titans with a victory. 9 home games this year, 8 games on the road. They've already dropped a couple, and I need not remind people that are true Broncos fans of what's happened the last couple of weeks, so I've just decided not to. But they are 0-2 on the road and a chance to go 2-0 here at home. Captains on their way to midfield. Tonight's referee is Alex Moore, his 4th year in the National Football League, his first year as a referee, and he will have the coin flip tonight. We'll listen in.
Heads, tails. Tails, heads. What is your call? Tails is the call. It is heads. You want to defer? Denver's won the toss and elected to defer their option to the second half. Cincinnati will receive on this end.
So the Broncos won the toss. They have deferred, and thus the Bengals offense will be on the field first. By the way, just in case you're keeping track, Alex Moore and his crew have thrown the most flags per game this year. 24.5 penalties called per game, with the most accepted penalties at 20.5 as well. The Chevy Sideline Report, third member of our broadcasting team. She's down in the playing field. Hopefully going to stay dry tonight. Here's Susie Worthy.
I hope so. Thank you, Dave. I've got Louis Wright, 5-time Pro Bowler, Ring of Famer. Louis, what do you remember about big games like this on Monday night when you played? You played in a few.
Oh, yeah. Well, they used to make so much noise, the field would shake. But I think it's a little more modern now, but excitement is high.
Good to be the coin toss captain and out here tonight. It's great to see you. Can't wait to hear people yelling your name. They always love to yell Louis when they see you.
Yeah, I got great memories of Bronco fans, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right, Louis, always good to see you, man. Take care. Thank you. All right, David, great field positions so far. Guys didn't seem to be slipping too much in pregame, and it is blue sky right now with a little bit of clouds. Back to you.
All right, Susie, thank you. You talk about one of the greatest Broncos ever. Louis Wright is definitely that. Charlie Jones and Taj Brooks await at the 5-yard line, just in front of the north end zone, as Will Lutz has it teed up at the south 35. And with the two-step approach, we are underway. Ball fielded a yard deep, brought out to the 15, the 20, out of the 25, and spun to the turf at the 31-yard line. 32 yards on the return. Reed on the tackle for the Broncos, and the Bengals in their white road uniforms, orange pants, orange helmets, move left to right in the first quarter.
You grow up as a kid watching Monday Night Football. It's so cool to be here calling a Monday Night Football game with you, Dave. And Dave Logan, my partner's called over 50 Monday night games in his career.
Yeah, this is the 56th Bronco Monday night game. I had no idea it was that many. Play fake for Browning in the pocket. Starts to break protection down. Tries to hit the check down in front of the Bronco bench and airmails the intended receiver. That was Chase Brown with Brandon Jones on the coverage. Incomplete, second down and 10.
And Dave, that was Zach Allen putting pressure on Browning. Zach Allen leads the league with 10 quarterback hits. Second is Nick Bonito with 9. So a good start there for 99.
I think, by the way, they've called a penalty, although I didn't see the flag. Defensive holding call on Pat Surtain. So it's a 5-yard walk-off. First and 10 now at the 35-yard line. Shotgun, snap, quick throw left side. Chase has it, and a good open field tackle there by Jaquan McMillan. Tried to run the bubble screen, and Jaquan McMillan came flying through. It's a loss of 1, second down and 11.
Incredible play by McMillan on the far flat out there. T. Higgins tried to block him. McMillan went right under him to make that tackle.
Lost about a half yard now as the Bengals moving left to right. Send 3 receivers wide right. Single receiver Chase to the left side. Browning takes a shotgun snap, 4-man rush, sets up the screen. This is Brown who has the catch, and he runs through an arm tackle, spins out of the 40, and then is ushered back and dumped inside the 40 before progress to the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 9.5. Jaquan McMillan there to make the tackle for the Broncos. A penalty flag in front of the Broncos sideline.
There is no foul for an ineligible player downfield. Second down.
So I mentioned that Alex Moore's crew has thrown the most flags per game this year, 24.5, even though that one, not technically a flag. That would be the second flag in 3 snaps.
And Alex Singleton whiffed on a tackle at about the 40-yard line, which allowed him to pick up an extra 4 yards and get close to a first down here.
This is 3rd and 1. The Bengals are 4 or 5 in the first 3 weeks at 3rd and 1. Browning takes a quarterback sneak, takes a big shot. He's going to get forward progress that will pick up the first down for the Bengals. Call it a gain of 2. And the drive continues. We played 90 seconds here of the first quarter of this Monday Night Football matchup. The Broncos trying to get to 2-2. The Bengals with a win would be 3-1 and tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC North. 2 receivers wide left. Browning lifts the right knee in the shotgun. Hands it off to Brown running right side, and Brown is spun to the turf by Alex Singleton, just shy of midfield. Gain of 4. The Bengals trying to get something going on the ground, as we mentioned. First 3 weeks, 46 yards rushing against the Browns. And of course, Cleveland's got a great defense. 48 on 17 carries against Jacksonville. And last week in Minnesota, 21 carries for 53 yards. So, Rick, they haven't been able to get this running game going at all.
Yeah, and Chase Brown's a pretty good running back, too. It's the O-line that's really struggling for them.
Brown 5'10 and 210, third-year pro out of Illinois. Offset out, the fullback in the game. Browning under center, play fake, sets in the pocket, throws the ball deep down the sideline. That ball will be deflected away from Jamarr Chase at the last minute, incomplete. That's Brandon Jones, who undercut the corner route of Jamarr Chase and went flying in the air. Fortunately, got his left hand on the ball, knocking it away, incomplete, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6.
PS2 had him covered deep, and Brandon Jones, who played a great game last week, great reaction, knocking that ball down with his left hand. Got up high to knock that down.
Big 3rd down. Let's see if this Broncos defense can get off the field on 3rd down. Currently ranked 12th in the league. 2-by-2 the set. Browning lifts the knee. Denver rushes 4. He looks left, throws left. Pass will be caught. And that'll be a first down to the Denver 31-yard line. Riley Moss and T. Higgins. We saw a lot of that matchup last year, but a gain of 19 on 3rd down and 6. Fabulous catch by Higgins. First down Bengals at the Broncos 31.
And sticky coverage by Moss couldn't be tighter on Higgins, but a perfect throw to his back shoulder.
He's an elite athlete at 6'4" and 220. He just went up and took that ball away from Moss. Bengals opening drive, now 1st and 10 at the Denver 31. Browning takes a shotgun snap, throws the ball middle of the field. That ball is caught, pulling inside the 25-yard line, and good job there by Mitch Tinsley. Tinsley, a second-year wide receiver out of Penn State. That's only his second catch of the season, a 9-yard catch. Jaquan McMillan.
Alex Singleton couldn't wrap him up again. That's twice on this drive.
Tight trips left on 2nd down and 1. Clock is at 11:18 running here, first quarter. Brown takes a handoff, a big hole, running right side. He's got the first down. He leans the football down the 16-yard line of the Broncos. It's a gain of 6 on 2nd down and 1. The tackle there by Justin Stranad. So this drive starting on the Bengals' 30-yard line. Then on the first snap of the game, on an incomplete pass, Pat Surtain got called for illegal contact. And the Bengals have been on the move since. Now a 1st and 10 at the Denver 16-yard line as we approach 4.5 minutes of possession time, opening this game for Cincinnati. A back on each side. One of those a tight end is Browning now in the shotgun. Hands it off running left, and Brown cuts back and then leans the football inside the 15 to the 14-yard line with a gain of about 3. Alex Singleton was hustling over from his linebacker spot. And Dondre Tillman was there as well.
Tillman tried to set the edge, and Chase Brown cut it back inside. Luckily, Singleton slowed him down a bit.
This is the 10th play of the drive. And we roll towards the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Browning faces 4-man pressure, throws the ball right side. That ball is caught inside the 10. That is T. Higgins again, pulled down at the 8. It's a gain of 6 on 2nd down and 8. Riley Moss there for the Broncos to make the tackle, and it brings up a 3rd down and 3. By the way, time for Protecting the Red Zone tonight, presented by Monarch Construction and Roofing, an official roofing partner of the Denver Broncos. Visit monarchroofing.com. 3rd down and 2. Bengals have used 5.5 minutes of the opening possession to navigate from their 30 all the way down to the Broncos' 8. 3rd down and 2. 2 receivers wide left. Higgins wide right by himself. A back on each side of Browning. Denver looks like they're going to pressure this formation. They rush 5. Browning throws end zone over the head of Higgins, incomplete. And Riley Moss had excellent coverage that time in the southwest corner of the end zone. Nowhere to fit that football in, and the Bengals are going to have to settle for 3.
And a good drive by the Bengals to start the game. That's exactly what they were probably hoping to do. They got some decent runs out of Chase Brown, and Jake Browning had a couple nice throws too. You don't want to let him get comfortable out there. You don't want to let him get some confidence.
This ball will be spotted near hash at the 16-yard line. This attempt by Evan McPherson of 26 yards. McPherson 3 for 3 on the season. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Bengals on the board first with 9:08 left in the opening quarter from Denver. Time out on the field. Cincinnati 3, the Broncos nothing on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no end-to-ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He tapped his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at ent.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
That's 24 monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended. Balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel finance agreement. iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99, and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan without a pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Local, national, worldwide. Colorado's morning news at 5 on KOA.
Back in the Mile High City on this Monday night football matchup with the Broncos hosting the Bengals. 9:08 to go first quarter. Bengals have a 3-0 lead. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Chevron, committed to our local communities and safely delivering affordable, reliable energy that powers Colorado forward. Marvin Mims and R.J. Harvey stand between the hash marks at the 4-yard line in front of the south end zone, waiting the kickoff of Evan McPherson. 3-0 Bengals. By the way, that was the 5th 10-play drive of the season for the Bengals offense. First one that did not score a touchdown.
Almost 6 minutes off the clock. Mims, by the way, on the injury report this weekend with a hip. Good to see him out there.
McPherson high kick. This is Harvey from the 2 to the 10, the 15, Harvey to the 20, 25, and lowers his head and shoulders and rams his way out to the 30-yard line. Tackle there by, that's a 28-yard return.
Well, this Bengals defense gives up a little over 30 points a game. Almost 360 yards per game. We'll see if the Broncos can get it going here on offense.
Denver moves right to left, 1st and 10 at the 30. Franklin from slot left in motion tight right now. The offset eye with the fullback in the game. Now Franklin returns in motion left. They hand it off. This is Dobbins patiently on the right side, and Dobbins squirts out to the 32, and the ball may have come free. The Bengals think they have it. Now they're saying no. Dobbins was down on the ground. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Tackled there by Logan Wilson. Wilson, who missed the last 6 games of last season, 2024, but has had over 100 tackles for the Bengals in each of the last 3 seasons.
From Casper, Wyoming.
Yes, indeed.
Wyoming Cowboys.
2nd down and 7 now. Dobbins wide left, tight trips right. Empty set for Nix, who takes a shotgun snap. He looks left, now in trouble, runs towards the east sideline, throws a ball that is low but caught. A nice catch there at the 38-yard line. That is Marvin Mims, hit there by Dax Hill. Gain of 6, and it brings up a 3rd down and 2 at the Denver 38.
Nix rolling to his right. Mims just finding a way to get open, finding a way to make himself a target. And Nix throws really well on the run. He got that off just before he stepped out of bounds.
Clock running with 7:50 and counting here, first quarter. Bengals opening drive nets 3 for them. They lead the Broncos 3-0. Atkins in the game. He's in a wing left, slot right. Sutton outside of Atkins. So 2-by-2 the set. And Nix is going to take a timeout. He was under center. You heard him say kill, kill, and then he turned around to Alex Moore, tonight's referee, and said timeout, timeout. So we'll see what the Broncos come up with on this 3rd down. The break in the action tonight brought to you by Common Spirit Health, the official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. You feel like there's a little bit of trepidation in the crowd, Rick, sort of just wanting the offense to make sure they get some traction early in the game.
Yeah, this would be a good game. We talked about this in the pregame for this offense to settle in and get it going. You got a nice 3rd and short situation here. Let's see if they can convert. Looks like Harvey's in the backfield.
He's the lone back. 2-by-2 this set. Both sides are tight as Nix is under center on 3rd and 2. Nix will pitch it right side. Harvey is in trouble and will not get it. Went airborne and got hit and tried to sort of burrow his way under another tackle, but that's Josh Newton, the nickelback, who comes up, makes the tackle, no gain on the play. And the punt team is on its way out on the field.
Well, they decided to run the ball outside in a 3rd and 2 situation. Pitched it to Harvey, and I don't think Harvey even picked up a half a yard on that.
I think he may have lost a half yard. Charlie Jones awaits the kick of Jeremy Crawshaw. Crawshaw driving effort. Jones is going to watch this bounce over his head. It hits at the 4 and unfortunately skips into the north end zone for a touchback. That is a 62-yard punt, net of 42, and a penalty flag. Is that a flag? It is a flag.
I think he had the wind at his back for that punt and unfortunately didn't back up.
This is going to be against the Bengals. Alex Moore is waiting for some sort of indication from the Broncos sideline as to what they want to do here. He's walked all the way from the far hash past the near hash almost to the numbers.
During the kick, holding number 25 of the receiving team. That penalty is enforced 10 yards from the touchback spot. First down. Timeout.
So that will cost the Bengals 10 yards, and we've got a timeout with 6:48 left in the opening quarter from the Mile High City. It's the Bengals 3, the Broncos nothing, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
He takes the handoff, running left. Terrell breaks the tackle. He's got it. There it is. Terrell Davis.
100 years.
Only the 4th player to go over 2,000 yards in a single season.
Of KOA.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. Are you looking for a reliable electrician you can trust in your home? For over 50 years, Applewood Plumbing, Heating, and Electric has provided safe, dependable service. Every technician on their team is thoroughly background checked for your safety. Applewood's state-licensed electricians handle any electrical challenge and are available from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week so that it fits your schedule. Call 720-324-7784 or visit ApplewoodFixit.com today. Experience the service that's kept them trusted for over 5 decades.
Hello, Colorado. It's good times, all natural burgers and frozen custard. Like nearly everyone in Colorado, we're big football fans. And one of our favorite pros on the field is Denver wide receiver Marvin Mims. So we have a special deal. When Marvin gets hot on Sunday, you get cold on Tuesday. 'Cause every time Marvin scores a touchdown, we'll give you a free scoop of cold, delicious frozen custard the following Tuesday all season long. Get a free scoop when Marvin Mims scores. Only from Good Times, home of Colorado native burgers. Limit 1 per customer.
This is Dave Logan. Fix-It 24/7 makes legendary plays in your home. AC, heating, and electric. And their plumbing team, like an offensive line, protecting your home, keeping water moving. Go to FixMyHome.com and book now today. Fix-It 24/7. Proud partners of the Denver Broncos.
Local news, local talk with Ross Kaminsky. Weekdays, 9 to noon on KOA.
First touchback of the season by Broncos rookie punter Jeremy Crawshaw, but it works out because of the penalty on the Bengals. Cincinnati will start moving left to right from their 10-yard line. When opposing teams get penalized, Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of Broncos Country, donates to Revital in support of first responders.
Some nasty dark clouds just to the north and east of the stadium right now. Let's hope they stay away from us.
Crowd trying to get in this game a little bit. Bengals backed up at their 10-yard line. Brown follows the left guard who pulls on the handoff on first down, squirts out to almost the 15-yard line. Jahdae Barron in the game, the rookie out of Texas, in on that tackle for the Broncos. Call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5, Cincinnati.
Chase Brown came into the game, the only running back in history to have 47 rushing attempts in the first 3 games and not have 100 yards combined. In history, you could see they're trying to get him going here tonight. So far, they've been successful.
2nd and 5, clock runs, 6:17 opening quarter here in Denver. The Bengals ahead 3-0. Browning started under center, now backs up into the shotgun. 2-by-2 the set on this 2nd and 5. Denver in a 4-man front. Rushes 5 this time. Browning throws the fade route left side for Jamarr Chase. 2 penalty flags come in, make it 3. The back judge, the side judge, both throw a flag. Riley Moss was on the coverage.
Defense number 21. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Do not have it.
So Riley Moss gets tagged for the pass interference call. He was in phase with Chase, honestly.
Looks like he grabbed a hold of his right shoulder pad and didn't let go. That's why they called it. But other than that, man, he hit really tight coverage on him. They're picking on Moss a little bit here early.
26-yard penalty there, and the Bengals now 1st and 10 at their 37. Tight trips left. Brown takes the handoff from Browning, and off left guard works out close to the 40. Better job there by the defensive front of the Broncos. Justin Stranad was there. Stranad and Singleton in at linebacker for the Broncos. We haven't seen Dre Greenlaw at all. And of course, now he's going to miss the next handful of games. Hopefully get him back and get him completely healthy.
Remember last year at Cincinnati, Moss coming off an injury, and T. Higgins had his best game of the year against him.
Yep. We talked about the difficulty of matching up with these receivers. 2nd down and 7 now. Shotgun snap to Browning, who takes it, looks right, throws right. That pass is caught by Chase on a little in route. He's collared quickly by Alex Singleton right at the 45-yard line. It brings up a 3rd down and 2 after the gain of 5. So they're moving Chase all over. We haven't seen Surtain locked on him every single snap.
And they got a mismatch there with Chase on the linebacker, Singleton. Luckily, Singleton held on to him and didn't let go.
The Broncos playing zone coverage there. Singleton taking Chase when he came in his area. Let's see if Denver can get off the field here. Playing cover 1, single safety high. Browning in the gun, 2-by-2 the set. Denver fakes the blitz. They rush 4. Browning throws the ball too high and incomplete in the sideline. The coverage was good there by Riley Moss. And that ball a little bit too high for T. Higgins right in front of the Bengals bench. And the Denver's defense doing a good job there, but the Bengals offense staying on the field on this 4th down and 2.
Wow.
They're on their own 45-yard line. Bengals are 1 for 1 this year on 4th down. They lined up the back wide. Now he returns. That's Pirine, and Ellis jumps off sides, and this is going to be a free 1st down, I believe. Jonah Ellis came in the neutral zone on the hard count. I didn't see anybody from the Bengals offensive line that moved. Broncos are saying somebody did move. Let's see.
False start. Offense number 64. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So they call the center, Ted Karras, for a false start. And Denver will take that one because now the Bengals punt team is on their way out to the field.
Ted Karras' great uncle, the Hall of Famer Alex Karras, a guy I watched as a kid back in Detroit. Ted Karras been in the league 10 years already out of Illinois.
Ryan Rico will punt it away. By the way, that's the first false start of the season against the Bengals. Marvin Mims, the ever so dangerous Broncos return man, awaits at the 10-yard line. And a shank off the side of the foot lands into the Broncos sideline. And this is going to work out for Denver's offense. Bo Nix pointing with his left hand north, signaling with his right arm, keep moving up. And the official is still walking past the 35 to the 36-yard line of the Broncos. 24 yards on the punt. And the Broncos offense has good field position to start their second drive. We've got a timeout on the field. 4:24 left in the opening quarter from Denver. The Bengals lead the Broncos 3-0, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Aaron Bunninger, General Manager at Mercedes-Benz of Littleton. Since 1996, we've been proud to serve our community with world-class Mercedes-Benz vehicles and treat every customer like family. As a family-owned hometown dealership, we're built on trust, care, and knowing our neighbors. Come visit us off-Broadway or check us out online at mercedesoflittleton.com. Mercedes-Benz of Littleton, luxury you trust from the team that knows you best.
When you get your Redbird Farms chicken from the King Supers or City Market Butcher Counter, you're getting more than the taste of real chicken. You're supporting local business. Whether you're whipping up a quick meal for one or preparing a feast for the whole family, you're putting local Colorado flavor on the table. Take your pick from hand-selected chicken breasts, wings, and thighs. Redbird Farms chicken, available fresh, frozen, and at the Butcher Counter at King Supers and City Market.
As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Hey, it's Rick Lewis. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication and the ambition to always move this country forward. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little Chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Stay in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. Colorado's Morning News on KOA.
Back in Empower Field, 4:24 left, opening quarter. The Bengals have a 3-0 lead over the Broncos. Tonight's game presented by Empower. Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at empower.com. Pat Bryant in the game. He's outside of Troy Franklin, split right. Ingram inside of Sutton left. Dobbins, when in motion, now returns to the left of Nix in the shotgun. Snap clock is at 13. Five-man pressure. Nix bounces around, now climbs the pocket, and Bo will go head first, diving to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of about 3. Second down and 7.
I'm okay with that. There was nobody open. He had a little gap there in the middle of the field. Decided to pull it down and run with it. 4 wide receivers out, and nobody could get open on that play.
Nix came into the game 19 carries in 3 games for 71 yards. Double tight end set in a wing right, a receiver outside of the tight end. Troutman comes in motion. They fake the toss. Nix rolls to his right, looks for somebody, throws a ball that is into and out of the hands of Troy Franklin inside the 45-yard line of the Bengals, incomplete. Joseph Osai got good pressure that time on Bo Nix. It looked like Franklin had a chance to make that catch.
Yeah, it went right between 2 hands there, Dave. You got to make that catch. You got to help your quarterback out.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Incompletion brings up a 3rd and 7, stops the clock with 3:43 left. Ball in between the hash marks. Denver moves right to left. 3 receivers wide left. Single receiver right. Nix takes a shotgun snap, throws a crossing route. Sutton makes an adjustment, spins around to make the catch, and he's upended in Cincinnati territory at the 49-yard line. The ball was a little bit behind him, and Court just sort of pirouetted, made the catch, and then kept on running. It's a gain of 12. Josh Newton there for the Bengals.
That's Mr. Reliable right there. Courtland Sutton comes into this game number 1 in the league since 2024 in first down receptions. Amon-Ra St. Brown, number 2.
Dobbins almost 10 yards deep behind the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Nix rolls to his right. Has an open receiver. This is Troutman, and Troutman is loose. 35-30 down the east sideline, and Troutman is pulled down from behind, out of bounds into the Bengals sideline, inside the 25 by Demetrius Knight Jr., the rookie linebacker. But it's a catch and run of 26 yards. First down, Denver at the Bengals 23.
And once again, rolling to his right. Troutman coming from the left side of the field, crossing over, looked that ball right into his hands. Demetrius Knight about 2 yards behind him.
Denver on the move. First and 10 at the 23. A drive that started on the Broncos 36 after a 24-yard punt. Shotgun snap. Hands off to Harvey. Harvey bounces out of a tackle and almost spits out at the 15. R.J. Harvey ran through an arm tackle and looked like he was about to head to the north end zone, but pulled down after the gain of 8 at the 15 by Demetrius Knight Jr. Second down and 2.
The Harvey showing his explosiveness right there, and he was got away from that little ankle tackle by Knight. He's got a touchdown.
Adam Prentice, the fullback, in front of Harvey. Nix under center. Handoff to Prentice straight ahead, and the big fullback right off right guard just bulldogs his way close to the 10-yard line. That's a gain on second and 2 of almost 5. Tackle there by B.J. Hill. Denver with a first down. They're going to spot it back at the 11, so call it a gain of 4. Prentice, his first carry of the season.
Bo Nix 4 passes in the game. Broncos 5 rushes in the game. One of them was Bo Nix pulling it down and running.
Dobbins back in the game now.
Hey, we're good.
3 tight ends in the game. Prentice is one of them, and he resets as a fullback. I formation. Handoff. This is Dobbins. Dobbins cuts back to left guard and then lowers his pad level and burrows down close to the 6 with a gain on first and 10 of about 5. That's a healthy gain, no question about that. Dax Hill, the safety, 4-year player out of Michigan, has to hurry up to make the tackle. But if you can get 5 yards on first down, lining up in an I formation, you got to be happy with that.
Dobbins averaging more than that per carry this year. In fact, for his career, over 5.
Dobbins out of the game now. Empty set. Quads left. Single receiver right is Sutton. No, it's Bryant. Excuse me. Nix looks for Bryant in the back of the end zone and throws over the outside shoulder. Bryant looked over the inside shoulder. The coverage there by Josh Newton. And the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 5 with 22 seconds left.
Interesting quarter. They lined up 2 rookie wide receivers, one to the left, one to the right. I don't think they were on the same page there. Bryant looked inside, as you mentioned, Dave, and Bo threw it to the outside shoulder.
So 3rd down and 5. Bryant remains in the game, split wide right. Mims, Sutton, and Atkins outside in, trips left. Nix from the shotgun takes a snap. Can run if he wants to. Nix to the 5. Nix to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. Sometimes you just sort of urge the young quarterback, but you could see that thing open up. And Bo Nix decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and run this. And the Broncos, with 17 seconds left in the opening quarter, have their first lead over the Bengals, 6-3.
He had his eye on Bryant on a crosser over the middle in the end zone. He wasn't open, and a good choice by Bo pulling it down and taking off. Like it.
So Will Lutz, the extra point try is up and good. And the Broncos with a 64-yard touchdown drive as we close in on the end of the first quarter here at Empower Field at Mile High. We'll take a time out of the field with 17 seconds left, first quarter. It's now Denver 7, Cincinnati 3, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
It's 4th and goal for electric vehicle deals at Emmett Kia, and the clocks are about to hit 0. Get a Kia EV6 starting at $75 a month, or a Kia EV9 from $249 a month.
but only while federal EV credits last through September 30th. This is the World Championship of EV Savings, your final chance to make the drive before the clock runs out. So don't wait. Emick Kia, off I-25 and Colorado Boulevard, or online at emickkia.com. Score your EV before time expires.
When you started your business, you created more than just a place to work. You created a community. Hi, I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. Like you, our business came from humble beginnings in 1978. Since then, we've been helping local businesses with tools and services needed to grow. Our treasury management team is ready to help simplify cash flow and protect your accounts. If your local business is looking for a local bank, explore our services at bankofcolorado.com. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Member FDIC.
For over 20 years, my family, like so many of you, has proudly been part of Broncos country.
Every season, we feel the energy, passion, and commitment that defines this team. And now, we are honored to be the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos.
Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
Raising a kid is the ultimate long game. There's wins, losses, and a whole lot of hustle. That's why a College Invest 529 account makes sense. Because even if the big athletic scholarship never shows up, you'll be glad you started saving early. Plus, you get a Colorado tax deduction. And savings can be used at trade schools or colleges nationwide, so they can grow up to be whatever they want to be. Do it now at collegeinvest.org.
Broncos Country tonight with Broncos insider Benjamin Albright. Weeknights at 6 on KOA.
Broncos go 64 yards in 9 plays, 4:07 off the clock. Knicks a 6-yard run. That drive of distinction is presented by Mercedes-Benz of Littleton, where world-class engineering meets Colorado luxury. Taj Brooks and Charlie Jones await the kick of Will Lutz. By the way, the Broncos' second red zone opportunity in first quarter action this season. You got to go back to the opener against the Titans on the opening drive. The only other time the Broncos have been able to penetrate the red zone in the first quarter. Driving kickoff, 4 yards deep in the end zone, and that will, after a knee is taken, be spotted at the 35-yard line as the Bengals offense is back on the field.
That touchdown run by Bo, 6-yard touchdown run. He's now the leading rusher for the Broncos. 2 carries, 9 yards. Adam Troutman, leading receiver. 1 catch for 26 yards, a big one.
That's only the second touchback of the season in 4 games for Will Lutz, who's been really good at keeping that ball in the playing field and forcing opponents to bring it out. Jake Browning in the shotgun. Brown behind him, takes the handoff, runs right, patiently waits for something to open up, and not much there. Pretty good job by the blue jerseys of the Broncos. Gain of 1. That was Stranad and Singleton, those 2 inside linebackers that were first there. 2nd down and 9. And we have come to the end of the first quarter on this Monday night matchup in the Mile High City. After 1 from a power field at Mile High, it's Denver 7, Cincinnati 3. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Rod Smith
on KOA Sports.
Hey, man, we're going to earn this money today.
Tuesdays, 5 p.m.
Presented by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. CRED.org.
Rod Smith all season long on KOA.
This is Dan Kaplis. I've spent the past 40 years litigating catastrophic injury and death cases. Because of our great team, we've been blessed with record-breaking success, and we've reached the point where we don't have to do these cases. We are honored to get to do these cases, and we carefully choose who we have the privilege of representing, from the poorest of the poor to teachers, police officers, firefighters, construction workers, CEOs, and professional athletes. If you need our help, call 303-770-5551 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Colorado fans, fuel your tailgate with beef. Try smoked brisket sliders, tender beef, barbecue sauce, and pickles on a bun. It's the flavor MVP every game day deserves. Find this recipe and more tailgating treasures at cobeef.com. Beef, because game day deserves the best.
Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower. king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
We're back at Empower Field with Mile High. Broncos up 7-3 in a moment from mental health. The pressures on adults and kids today are real. Some turn to drugs, but just because some drugs are legal, it doesn't mean they are less dangerous. Before the risks become real and before drugs turn your life and your family upside down, know there is help. You can quit. Shut Out the Stigma is presented by Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, inspiring courage, building hope. For more information, visit auroramhr.org.
Let's tag on 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Broncos and Goals.
Monday Night Football.
On KOA Denver, 8:50 a.m.
94.1 FM.
Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warger with you. 2nd down and 9. Bengals move right to left in this second quarter. Shotgun snap to Browning, who looks right, throws right. That ball is caught. And about a yard shy of the first down. Ball caught by the big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Jade Barron was there for the Broncos. Gesicki had a good game last year in that game in Cincinnati. Even though T. Higgins and Jamarr Chase had huge games, Gesicki still had 10 catches in that game for 86 yards.
Noah Fant is hurt today. Otherwise, you'd be seeing a lot of him here at tight end for the Bengals.
3rd down and 1. Crowd trying to make some noise. Denver in a 4-man front. Gesicki from inside trips left in motion, returns, penalty flag thrown from the Bengals sideline. I think they've got the Broncos lined up in the neutral zone.
Defense number 98. The penalties decline.
Yep.
Result of the play is the first down.
John Franklin Myers gets called for lining up offsides. That's declined because Brown was able to pick up the first down. Well, now they just changed their mind, and why not? Alex Moore, tonight's official, said the Bengals have decided to take it because you get 5 instead of about a yard and a half gain. 1st and 10, Cincinnati from their own 49-yard line. Shotgun for Browning. Higgins to the right. Chase in a slot left. Blitz on the way. Browning with a penalty flag thrown goes for Higgins down the sideline. Higgins goes up, makes the catch, I believe, and a penalty flag, as I mentioned, thrown. They've got the catch at the 14-yard line. So they get right tackle Marvin Mims for being too far back in his original set, which wipes out a huge play as Higgins had Riley Moss beaten. It would have been a gain of 37 yards.
Well, you could see they love that matchup, Moss and against Higgins. Based on the game last year, Higgins had a huge game against Moss. Moss, the second most targeted cornerback in the league coming into tonight's game.
1st down and 15 now inside the Bengals 45, and they have false started again, I believe. Crowd making some noise now.
Offense from the 63. 5-yard penalty.
That's the rookie left guard out of Georgia, Dylan Fairchild. So now it is 1st down and 20. Bengals and 2 receivers on each side of the set as Browning's in the shotgun. Chase Brown to his left. They run the draw. Brown off right guard is spun around, backs his way out to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 5 on a 1st and 20 call. Tackle there by Corinne Reed.
Got a Bronco down on the field. Looks like it was a re-kick.
Yeah, he's seated. between the hash marks and the numbers at about the Cincinnati 42-yard line. Medical staff is there. They help him up. He's going to limp a bit, and he's going to come off the field. We've got a timeout on the field with 13:10 left in the first half. It's the Broncos over the Bengals, 7-3, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you, and you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
The Ford lineup continues to show why it's a household name. Whether you're in the market for a gas, electric, or hybrid vehicle, your local Ford stores is the place to be. Command the road with the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years and counting. Ford F-Series trucks. Gear up and head out in an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or discover Ford's electrifying lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles. Don't wait. Inventory has arrived, so head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Finally, fall is here, and that means Christmas is right around the corner. I've already scheduled my lighting install with Preferred Lightscapes. Have you? What? You want to get up on a dangerous ladder and face certain death? Why not let the pros at Preferred Lightscapes hang them for you? And they bring the lights with them, so you don't even have to worry about finding that broken bulb. Schedule your Christmas light installation before the end of October and get 10% off in an early bird special. Visit PreferredLightscapes.com. That's PreferredLightscapes.com and tell them Mandy sent you.
Elevate your home with 5280 Stone, Colorado's premier choice for luxury quartz and granite countertops. With over 15,000 satisfied customers, including hometown hero Philip Lindsay, 5280 Stone offers a stunning selection of quartz and natural stone countertops. As a hometown partner of the Denver Broncos with a 5.0 star review rating, you can count on the 5280 Stone team for dedicated service and exceptional craftsmanship. Visit 5280stone.com and elevate your expectations.
Local news, local talk with Mandy Connell. Weekdays noon to 3 on KOA.
Back to action. Clock is restarted. 13:05 left, second quarter. Bengals 2nd and 15 at their 44-yard line. Chase from a trips left in motion and stacks 2x2 right. Browning shotgun snap. He looks right. Now he's flushed. Being chased by Cooper. Browning pumps once and throws it away just before Coop was about to pounce on him back at the Bengals 35-yard line. Let's check the Chevy sideline report with Susie Wargent.
All right, Dave, thank you. Good news with defensive lineman Owazurike. No injury to report there, so hopefully we'll see him back in. And the noise level down here is absolutely crazy, especially as we get into this third down. The crowd is into it. Not so much in the first quarter, as you mentioned, but now they definitely are, Dave.
Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks, you're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Together, the Broncos crowd making plenty of noise here in this 3rd and 15. Trips right, slot left as Browning's by himself, overlooking that four-man front of the Broncos, and he will take too much time, and this will be a delay of game penalty. Browning didn't look like he was in any big hurry. So now it's 3rd and 20, and the line of scrimmage will be the Bengals' 39-yard line.
And like Susie said, it is loud in here tonight. Broncos country having an impact on this game here in the first half.
No doubt about that.
Keep it up.
Third Cincinnati penalty of the first half. 3 receivers, this time wide left, slot right. Brown, the running back, the outside of those 3, comes in motion, tight left, as Browning looks over the four-man rush. Browning, quick throw over the middle. Jamarr Chase has it with blockers out in front of him, tries to outrun the entire Bronco defense, runs to the sideline and forced out of bounds with a pack of hungry blue-clad jerseys in hot pursuit. It's a gain of 10. It shows you the dynamic running ability of Jamarr Chase, except it was 3rd and 20. He was chased by Barron, Hufanga was there, Jones, Singleton.
Incredible speed. 4.3 40 guy. Just try to get him the ball in space and hope he can make a play with it.
Ricow will punt it away, and Mims inside the Denver 10-yard line. 7-3, Denver with the second quarter lead. Snap clock was at 0. No flag. Did they get it? Yes, I guess they did. I'm not sure what the Bengals have done 2 of the last 3 plays.
52, 5-yard penalty, fourth down.
4th penalty of the half against the Bengals. Excuse me, 4th penalty of this possession against the Bengals.
Dave, they came into the game as the least penalized team in the league.
They'll take care of that.
Yep.
6 penalties total here in the first half. No pressure to speak of. Recal, very high, towering punt. Mims doesn't even look at it. It's going to watch it hit a yard deep in the end zone. The Broncos will have a 1st and 10 starting on their 20-yard line after the punt of 56 yards and the touchback. Timeout on the field, 11:52 to go in the first half from Denver. The Broncos lead the Bengals on this Monday night matchup, 7-3 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
From the old Mile High.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mile High Stadium.
To Empower Field at Mile High.
Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High.
Now, a new home.
A new stadium coming to Denver. Burnham Yard
is on the horizon.
Coming in 2031.
A lot of excitement in the air.
Denver, you win.
Win-win for the city. It will be privately funded. And this will be the best NFL stadium in the country.
The official home of the Broncos.
Spectacular stadium.
KOA.
GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Hey, it's Rick Lewis. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication and the ambition to always move this country forward. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that need it the most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kind of like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Every Broncos game all season long on KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Bengals 5 plays on that last drive and 4 penalties. And the Broncos have it after the 56-yard punt into the Broncos end zone. They moved left to right, up 7-3 with 11:52 left in the first half. Nix in the shotgun, Dobbins to his left. He brings Mims in motion behind him from right to left and now throws to him. Mims with 2 blockers out in front, and the speedster with a good bit of power lowers his pad level and just works out over the 30-yard line. He's got a first down after the gain of 11. Dax Hill was there for the Bengals. When opposing teams get penalized, Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of Broncos Country, donates to Revital in support of first responders.
A power run after the catch by Mims. You don't expect that.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, the Broncos with Troutman, the outside of 2 receivers in a slot. Now he comes in motion inside. So 2-by-2 the set again. Nix with a play fake, sets deep. Now flush, throws to Troutman right on the sideline. And I don't think Troutman got his right foot down. You just got to know where you are. He was wide open. It would have been out of bounds with a gain of about 4 or 5. But I think got his left foot down right in front of us here on the west sideline. But his right foot came down out of bounds. Now you're looking at the Jumbotron, and it's close. I wonder if it's close enough.
Like maybe his heel might have been out of bounds. Right heel.
Yeah. But keep in mind that you would not probably want to challenge over a 4-yard gain. Second and 10. Nix in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Quick throw out in the flat. That ball's caught by Troutman. Troutman just bullies a defender away with a big right hand and forced into the Bengals sideline at the 37-yard line by Cam Taylor-Britt. Gain of 6. Troutman's been active tonight. I believe that's his second catch.
Yeah, we talked a lot pregame about Evan Ingram and Adam Troutman getting most of the snaps and been targeted 3 times now, 2 catches for 32.
Ingram's in the game now. He's the inside of 3 receivers, wide right. Single receiver left, and Nix in the shotgun of this 3rd down and 4. Bengals with 6 men in the line of scrimmage. They all come. Penalty flag thrown. Pass on the left side caught, and a good move here, and this will be a 1st down as Courtland Sutton made a move on a hitch route. Now let's see if it's going to stand. The penalty flag came immediately after the snap.
No, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Results of the play is a 1st down.
Catch and run of 18 yards. Nix to Sutton. 1st down Denver. Bengals lined up in the neutral zone, so it's a 1st down at the Cincinnati 44-yard line. Clock restarts with 10.5 and counting here, 2nd quarter.
As I mentioned earlier, Sutton, one of the best, if not the best in the league the last couple years, picking up 1st downs on receptions.
Ingram outside of Mims, slot left. Sutton, wide right. Now Ingram comes in motion to an inside position. Nix takes the high snap in the shotgun, looks and throws, and over the head of the wide open running back, R.J. Harvey, who was out between the numbers and the sideline at about the 25-yard line. Demetrius Knight Jr. was in the vicinity, but that was well schemed, and Harvey was wide open.
Yeah, and Harvey looked like he hesitated for a moment out there, Dave. Like maybe he didn't think the ball was going to come to him, although he was wide open. Hit him right in the hands with it. We're seeing that happen way too often this season already.
2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Harvey running left side, and a good run inside the 40. Big hit at about the 38-yard line. Harvey's built so low to the ground at 5'9". Gain of 6. The tackle there by Chris Jenkins Jr. It brings up a 3rd down and 4. 9:47. The clock runs here in the 2nd quarter. And Denver ahead of Cincinnati 7-3 from Empower Field at Mile High.
That little run there, Harvey made about 3 or 4 cuts. Really nifty footwork.
See if the Broncos can convert here. 3rd and 4. Sutton from the inside of 3 receivers in motion. He's the outside of 2 now. To the left side. Shotgun snap. 4-man pressure. And Nix does a good job. Finds Sutton and inside the 20-yard line with a good run. Nix looked like he was going to escape the pocket and run. The Bengals secondary froze for a moment, and then he found Sutton. Demetrius Knight hurries over to make the tackle, but it goes as a gain of 22 yards.
He caught the ball, spun it back to the inside, and Cam Taylor-Britt, who's their best defensive back, playing with a hamstring, he may have got injured on that play.
And he's still down close to the Bengals sideline. There are 3 or 4 of the medical staff attending to him. Sutton's made himself available. I think just what good veteran receivers do when your quarterback starts to run, that big number 14 shows up and presents himself as the target. And a couple of times tonight, he's been able to find Court. 3 catches for 53 yards in this first half for Courtland Sutton.
And he's 1 catch short of tying Riley Odoms, the great tight end for the Broncos, for 8th most receptions in team history.
Riley Odoms, a recent addition to the Ring of Fame.
And Courtland Sutton, I think you could safely predict future Ring of Famer.
I would think he's got an excellent chance, no doubt about that. I was happy to see Riley, who really was one of the first great tight ends in Broncos history, probably the first great overall tight end. First-round draft choice from the University of Houston. Nicknamed the Judge.
Cool nickname.
Yeah.
I like that.
Back to action. Clock runs, 8:56 and counting. 1st and 10 Denver at the Bengals 16. They bring Mims in motion and hand to him the jet sweep. Mims inside the 10. Mims inside the 5. Marvin Mims to the goal line. Touchdown Denver. 16 10-yard jet sweep. And Mims got a good block outside, and then the speedster took it down the east sideline into the south end zone, and Denver, with their second touchdown, now bounces in front 13-3 with the extra point pending.
That was rookie Pat Bryant, the wide receiver, got the key block to spring Mims. Textbook block by Bryant on the edge.
The extra point try by Will Lutz is perfect. And we've got a timeout on the field. Now the crowd has a few things to cheer about. 8:48 left, first half. The Broncos now lead the Bengals 14-3, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Hey, Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department and the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
One play changes everything. And with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're right there when it happens. Sundays are for football, and DraftKings is built for live betting. DraftKings live betting experience keeps pace with every snap, giving you unmatched market availability so you can get in when the game is on the line. Score big Sunday with DraftKings NFL Sunday Touchdown Profit Boost Pack. Opt in on the app and receive 3 live TD profit boosts to use on any live touchdown prop. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KOA. That's code KOA to opt in to get 3 live touchdown profit boosts. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Colorado only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Get 3 NFL live TD profit boosts per Sunday after opt-in. Boost expires at the end of the final NFL game. Boosts, bet criteria, and maximum bet limits vary. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Smash Burger is heating it up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics: the juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
Talk about the game as soon as it ends. Broncos react immediately after the game on KOA.
Broncos, a couple of red zone opportunities tonight here in the first half. They've capitalized on both. That last drive, an 80-yard drive in 8 plays, 3:04 off the clock. Marvin Mims, a 16-yard run. For each Broncos touchdown this year, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers changing lives. Taj Brooks and Charlie Jones back deep for the Bengals. 14-3 Denver, and crowd so far has enjoyed what they've seen.
Mims supposedly with a hip injury. Didn't look like it.
Brooks from the 6 to the 10, the 15, the 20. Penalty flag comes from behind the play, so this undoubtedly will go against the Bengals. Excuse me, Charlie Jones, the return man.
Garrett Wallow with the tackle. 4th year out of TCU.
Number 26, 2-yard penalty, first down.
Set down to the sideline report, Chevy sideline report. Here's Susie.
Yeah, you know, Dave, Marvin Mims scored that touchdown, but I think Pat Bryant is getting more congratulations on the sideline. Trent Sherfield Jr. ran out there. He was the first one to congratulate Pat for that huge block that he had on that TD. He's sitting next to Courtland Sutton right now. Court keeps putting his hand on his shoulder. Pat is all smiles, and we're looking at the play right now on the Microsoft Surface, just loving what he did on that play.
That's one of the things that Sean Payton talked about when they drafted Pat Bryant this past spring. Bryant, a 3rd-round pick at Illinois. They talked about his toughness, his blocking ability, his willingness in the run game. Certainly showed right there. Bengals start this drive after the penalty from their own 14. Browning in the pistol set. Play fakes, rolls to his left, sets up, throws a ball that is too far out in front and incomplete. Tried to squeeze the football into Mitch Tinsley. Good coverage there by Riley Moss. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Actually, good recovery by Riley Moss there to get back in that play. He got beat early in that route.
Broncos play a lot of man coverage in the back end, and you're gonna lose some of those battles. I don't care how good you are. It's all tied into pressure and how much you can affect that quarterback a lot of times. 2nd and 10, Browning in the gun, 2-by-2 the set, 4-man pressure. Browning loads it up, home run ball down the east sideline. Ball a little bit too far out in front and incomplete, intended for T. Higgins. With Riley Moss step for step there. Incomplete, 3rd down and 10. I tell you, Riley Moss is going to need some oxygen.
Yeah, just watching him, I think I need some oxygen.
Yeah, good coverage on that one.
You can see their game plan is to go after him, and T. Higgins been targeted 5 times already. Got a couple catches.
He's wide right, 2 receivers to the right side. 2 receivers left on this 3rd down and 10. Opportunity here for somebody to get a sack. Denver will rush 4. Browning, deep drop. Now flush, rolls to his right, being chased by Cooper. Penalty flag thrown. Cooper throws him to the ground as Browning throws the ball into the sideline. And then he gets up and helps him up off the ground, does Jonathan Cooper.
71. That penalty declined.
That's a holding call on the right tackle, Marvin Mims. That obviously will be declined, and Broncos offense is going to be back on the field here with what looks to be pretty good field position because the Bengals will be punting from right about the goal line. Ryan Ricow will punt it away, and Marvin Mims standing between the hash marks at the 32-yard line.
That's a matchup to watch today. Amarius Mims and Jonathan Cooper. The big right tackle struggling with mechanics, having a tough year this year.
Ricow waits for the snap, a little bit high. Puts a right foot into it, sends a towering kick. Mims backpedals, makes it over the shoulder catch at the 18-yard line. Mims steps out of a tackle, now is knocked to the turf by a couple of white jerseys, just shy of the 30. Denver's defense 3 and outs are presented by Sam's No. 3 Diner and Bar, where serving food babies is a tradition. Win a $50 gift card on Broncos React after the game. 68 yards on that punt. And the Broncos will start 1st and 10 at their 30.
See Bo Nix keeping his arm warm down on the sidelines. Throwing some heaters to Evan Ingram. And Ingram goes back to the bench. He's not in there. He had Nate Atkins in there. So far, Ingram doesn't have a target.
13 yards on that return by Mims. Let's see what the Broncos offense comes up with here. Last time they had it, they went 80 yards in 8 plays. Nick's shotgun snap, play fake, sets up the screen. And penalty flag is thrown as the screen is diagnosed and will wind up losing yards. That screen set up to the fullback, Adam Prentice, and B.J. Hill, the nose tackle, was right there as Prentice made the catch. And now Alex Moore, tonight's a referee.
Offense number 60. That penalty declined, 2nd down.
So they got the center, Luke Wattenberg, for being downfield. Penalty will be declined. And see where they put this ball right about the original line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
The 2 rookies
went out now,
back in the game.
Yeah, now they're going to say back at the 28. So it's from here, it's 2nd and 12.
Harvey and Bryant back in there.
Tight trips left. They flip it left side. Here comes Harvey. Harvey has the edge. Penalty flag thrown from behind the play. This is going to be a holding call against the Broncos. Trey Hendrickson in on that last tackle on the rookie.
Use of hands to the face, defense number 91. That 5-yard penalty is added on to the end of the run. An automatic first down.
So they're going to get Trey Hendrickson for an illegal hands to the face penalty. Courtland Sutton was talking to Trey down on the field. I wonder if Hendrickson, yeah, he did. He had Sutton. Defensive ends, I can tell you, had him by the neck. Defensive ends do not like to be blocked by wide receivers. It just irritates them.
You know, that's the first time you've called Hendrickson's name here in the game. Great player. Hasn't factored in yet.
Automatic first down, Denver at the Broncos 39. Tight trips right as Nix will operate under center. Run it straight ahead. This is Dobbins, who starts right, cuts back left. Dobbins spins through an arm tackle and works out to the 48-yard line with a gain of about 9. That play was designed to go to the right. Dobbins started right, then cut all the way back left, spun away, and finally slammed to the turf by safety Jordan Battle.
He's quick, and he runs hard, too. Started right, cut back left.
He's got the patience of a veteran.
Good vision.
Yeah, he just... You know, sometimes as a young back, I think, young player in the league, you get a little antsy, and that's understandable. Dobbins has seen a lot, done a lot. Double tight end set wing right, I formation. And they hand it off in a big hole here. Dobbins again bounces off one of his own teammates and will get forward progress to the 40-yard line. He ran right into the back of a teammate and then finally knocked to the ground by Shaka Hayward, one of the inside linebackers. But a 12-yard run picks up a first down for the Broncos, and the clock runs with 6:33 and counting, second quarter, and Denver ahead 14-3.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have run into the back of Alex Palczewski, he might have been able to cut that outside and pick up another 10 yards or so.
There's going to be a few laughs in the film room on that one. Big Palczewski took one right in the middle of the back. Troutman attached right, tight trips left. They run the counter, and here comes a big hole for Dobbins. Dobbins is loose inside the 30. Dobbins inside the 25, and a penalty flag thrown from behind the play by tonight's umpire. And this is a holding call against the Broncos.
Holding, offense number 60, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Luke Wattenberg, the center, so wipe out that run. $17 yards, and the Broncos will back up 10.
That's 4 penalties now on the Broncos already, and Dobbins heating up here. Keep feeding them.
First down at 20 now from midfield. Nix is in the shotgun. Throws a swing right side, and this is Harvey, and Harvey takes a big shot. They ran the quick swing to Harvey with 3 receivers out in front, and Demetrius Knight Jr., the linebacker, with a big shot on the rookie. 2 rookies there. Rookie linebacker, rookie running back, gain of 3, second down, and a long 17.
A fun fact on Demetrius Knight Jr., Dave, you and I big R&B fans, he's a cousin of Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
R&B royalty in that family.
I bet holidays were fun.
Yes.
Shotgun pistol set for Nix. Franklin in motion right to left. Play fake, and Nix is in the pocket. Protection is good. Rifles one middle of the field. Franklin has it, and that's going to be a first down. That ball was like a laser. Franklin, who went in motion, came back and ran a dig route. Logan Wilson, the linebacker, downfield to make the tackle, but a gain of 24. First catch of the game for Troy Franklin. And the Broncos go without a huddle. Double tight end set wing right, slot left. The handoff to Harvey, who avoids one in the backfield and is tripped up as he lanes the football to the 17-yard line. Healthy gain of 6, almost 7 on first down. That's T.J. Slanton Jr., one of the big defensive linemen. I will tell you this, the Bengals defense right now looks fatigued to me. And the Broncos trying to increase the pace. Same set now, 2 tight ends in the game. In a wing right, they throw the bubble screen. Franklin makes a nice adjustment on the pass, and Franklin's going to get a first down before being submerged by a couple of Bengal tacklers, but he gets forward progress close to the 10-yard line, where it will be first down and goal. DJ Turner, the second, will get credit for that tackle.
Troy Franklin having an impact on this drive right here.
So they're going to put that football about a length outside the 10. So technically, Denver could get a first down inside the 1. Clock is at 3:33. It runs here in the second quarter. And the Broncos ahead 14-3 and looking for more. Dobbins alone back behind Nix. Nix play fakes, rolls to his left. Can run if he wants to. Throws the ball in the flat that is caught by Evan Ingram. There's his first catch. Ingram walks himself out of bounds on the east sideline. Oh. Now they're going to say he bobbled that ball, and his left foot came down just out of bounds on the far sideline.
And he knew it right after the catch, rolled his eyes at himself, not happy.
Ingram and Sutton in a slot left. Troutman inside of Mims, slot right. Dobbins to the right of Nix in the shotgun. Nix play fakes. Rolls to his right, dumps in the flat. Ingram has it. Ingram inside the 5 and then gets belted out of bounds at about the 3. Gain of 8. Ingram lined up on the left side, came behind the line of scrimmage. Nix ran the little boot and then just dumped the ball to him. And he took a big shot. Jordan Battle and Demetrius Knight Jr. there for Cincinnati.
And this is where Ingram can be a real weapon down here in the red zone. He's a mismatch for safeties and linebackers. Good effort.
Nix under center. Has Harvey now in the Wildcat. He'll take the direct snap. Harvey takes the snap, tries to bounce outside. Does the speedster make it? Nope. He's pulled down as he was just about to turn the corner and get into the end zone. The tackle that was made by Dax Hill saving a touchdown, and it brings up a 4th down and goal to 2. Sutton comes in. Franklin comes in. So does Dobbins. And the crowd urging Sean Payton to go for it here on 4th and 1 from the 2. And he will oblige. Doesn't have to snap it before the 2-minute mark if he doesn't want to. Nix is already at the line of scrimmage under center. And a flag thrown from the back judge.
First charge timeout of the half, Cincinnati.
I think they may have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 12 guys on the field. That's why they took a timeout. Now, interesting.
For listening to the all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio. You have the right access to future sports.
Goalpost, drop the flag.
I like going for it here on 4th. You got the Bengals back on their heels now. Broncos were 2 for 2 on 4th down last week. We'll see what Sean Payton dials up here.
They are 2 for 4 on the season. So 4th down and a little more than a yard. Nix is under center. Harvey's behind him. Nix rolls to his right. Bo continues to run. Now throws into the end zone, and it is intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. That absolutely can't happen. The linebacker, Demetrius Knight Jr., with the interception. And we've come to the 2-minute warning, a bobbling interception that he gathered in just before he hit the ground, and the Bengals will take over on the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go first half. Denver 14, Cincinnati 3 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
This October, we're giving away gold coins every weekend in our Gold Days drawings. Plus, rack up the most points in our Gold Days Point Challenge and strike it rich. First place wins a 1-ounce gold coin. Second place, a half-ounce gold coin. And third place, a quarter-ounce gold coin. Enjoy the gold leaves coming up the mountain and the gold coins in your pocket on the way down the mountain. Welcome to the winner's zone at Century Casino. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pella's been making windows and doors since 1925. That's 100 years of keeping the heat out and the cold in. Call Pella's Denver showroom for a free estimate. Ask about our 100-year anniversary offer of 25% off and 24 months, no interest, no payments. Experience the difference with windows designed to elevate your living space. Whether it's casement, awning, or custom windows, Pella's Selections offers something for every style. Call 855-85-PELLA or visit PellaDenver.com. That's PellaDenver.com.
My husband and I, we struggle with contacts, glasses, allergies, you name it. And while we're in the thick of life with 3 kids, that means early mornings, late nights, or even outside at our kids' events, we were always having problems with our eyes until we both received LASIK treatment from Panorama LASIK. Now, these same long hours of running around outside have been so much easier for us. So get your free LASIK consultation today. Just go to PanoramaLASIK.com to schedule that free consultation. That's PanoramaLASIK.com, your hometown LASIK partner of the Denver Broncos.
You're listening to the only station with every Broncos game. KOA News Talk Sports.
The call is upheld, and Demetrius Knight Jr. with the interception in the end zone of Bo Nix. The Bengals had the football 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. The 2-minute warning presented by Fix-It 24/7, hometown partner of the Denver Broncos, delivering legendary service in HVAC, plumbing, and electric for Broncos country. Find them at fixmyhome.com. Bengals have 3 receivers wide right, single receiver left. They hand it off, and running off right guard is Chase Brown. Brown works out to the 24-yard line with a gain of 4. Tackled there by Jonathan Cooper of the Broncos. 2nd down and 6. Clock runs. Bengals do have 2 timeouts remaining. Clock is at 1:38 and counting, and right back to the line of scrimmage. Denver rushes 4. Browning in the shotgun. Drops, bounces around, now runs towards the Broncos sideline and just tries to beat the defender, Nick Benito, to the sideline. Worked out to the 26. With a gain of a couple there, and it brings up a 3rd down and 3.
You had Riley Moss in press coverage here on the left side, and really good coverage. I think Browning wanted to get Chase there in the middle of the field. He wasn't open. Good job by Moss there that time.
Tight trips to the right side, the wide side. Jamarr Chase is the inside of those 3. Browning has the running back, Chase Brown, between the center and right guard, looking for a blitz. It's a free man rush, and here's the first sack of the night. And Browning goes down at the 21-yard line, and that was Jonathan Cooper. Benito was there as well, but Cooper, I think, got there first. They both got there about the same time. Cooper got there first. A loss back to the 21 of 6, and the Broncos take a timeout with 1:24 left in the first half, and maybe an opportunity to get some late first half points. We invite you to stay tuned for the halftime show presented by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, developing Colorado's energy, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org.
Mims, the right tackle, 6'8", 350, and Cooper just speed rushing him. Mims barely got a hand on Cooper around the edge there.
Officially, it's going to be a half sack for both Cooper and Benito. Recal will punt it away, see if Marvin Mims has some magic. Recal's really been kicking the ball high and deep, and this is another one. Mims has some time, though, underneath it at the 16. Pauses, takes a look, heads to the east sideline. Mims will be grabbed and still on his feet, but swarmed under right about the 20. P.J. Jules, one of the backup safeties, down to make the tackle. 63 yards on that punt. 4 yards on the return. The Broncos have 69 seconds left in the first half.
And 1 timeout to burn. Disappointing end to that last drive. Nix forced it, and he didn't have to. He was trying to hit Troy Franklin in the corner of the end zone, running to his right. And it looked like if Bo maybe pulled the ball down, he might have been able to at least get the first down on that.
Pat Bryant, late addition to the huddle as the Broncos break the huddle. Snap clock is at 16. They've got plenty of time. 1st and 10 at the 20 with 1:09 to go.
44.
Nix in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Deep drop. Protection's good. Hits the crossing route. This is Evan Ingram, who has the ball in his right hand, pulled down. It's the short gain of the 22 by Cam Taylor-Britt. Gain of 2. The Broncos hurry back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8. Clock runs with 53, 52, 51 seconds. 2-by-2 the set for Nix. Takes a shotgun snap again. 4-man pressure. Nix throws a ball that is caught by Franklin. Franklin spun to the turf with a first down catch to the 33-yard line. That would be a gain of 11. Tackled there by DJ Turner II. This, I think, is going to be against the Bengals.
Holding. Defense number 44. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
That's the guy who made the interception, Demetrius Knight Jr. By the way, one other bit of information about him. He was a 4-year starter at quarterback in high school. Now he's playing inside linebacker in the NFL. 1st and 10. Nix takes a shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Protection again good. Hits the check down. Was into and out of the hands of Evan Ingram. Incomplete. He wasn't going to gain a lot of yards. He had Logan Wilson bearing down on him, but a catch would have been close to the first down. Or, excuse me, would have been close to about the 40-yard line. Incomplete, so the ball back at the 33, 2nd and 10. 38 seconds to go. You need about 24 yards from here to have a reasonable opportunity. Shotgun snap again. Nix bounces around, throws a ball that is over the head of Franklin. Incomplete. Bo had pretty good protection. Then he wanted to run. Then he decided not to run. Franklin was well covered that time by Jordan Battle. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. 33 seconds left.
He had Ingram open in the middle of the field, but probably wouldn't have been enough for a first down. Took a chance to try to hit his college buddy, Troy Franklin.
Denver 2 of 13 last week on 3rd down in Los Angeles. They're 4 of 6 in the first half here tonight at home against the Bengals. Tyler Bidet resets from the widest of 3 receivers. Right, now to the left of Nix. 5-man pressure. Again, protection is good. Bo throws a ball that is caught inside the 40-yard line, and that is a first down. That is Marvin Mims with the catch. He gets up and runs the ball to the umpire at the 38. Geno Stone on the tackle. But a laser throw, 28 yards, Nix to Mims.
And he caught that in traffic between 2 Bengals defenders. Great concentration by Mims, and they got him involved in the offense here today, making plays for him.
I'll tell you what, Bo Nix has been afforded excellent protection tonight by the Broncos offensive line.
Yeah, you've only called Hendrick's name once, Dave, and the big sack master from the Bengals, and you called it because of a penalty.
Bengals are probably getting tired of seeing Marvin Mims. Marvin had a couple of touchdowns last year in that game in Cincinnati, including one so late in the game that put the Broncos in position to go for 2 and win the game. Ultimately, they kicked it, went into overtime, and the Bengals prevailed. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nix again in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide right. Bo steps up, hits the check down. That ball's caught. Heading to the west sideline and running out of bounds is Tyler Bidet. Bidet forced out of bounds inside the 29-yard line. This is another first down. Dax Hill was in hot pursuit. Gain of 11. First down, Denver.
Good job by Bidet, just running out of bounds to stop the clock. Picks up the first down.
This drive starting on the Broncos 20, Rick. Now 1st and 10 at the Bengals 28 with 21 seconds to go in the half.
That's what Peyton likes about Bidet. Smart football player.
3 receivers wide left, single receiver right. Nix faces four-man pressure in the pocket, throws the little Texas route. Bidet has it knocked out of his hands in between the hash marks at the 22-yard line. Came out of the backfield, ran almost like he was going to run a flat, then breaks it back to the middle of the field. Demetrius Knight Jr., the linebacker, had good coverage on him. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, 17 seconds left.
Well, Gladys Knight's cousin is a heck of a football player. You've called his name a lot here, Dave. Demetrius Knight leads the team with 6 tackles and an interception.
Broncos have had 8 receivers catch passes in this first half. Empty set for Nix, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bengals with a 4-man front. They rush 4. Quick throw on the left side. Penalty flag thrown. Sutton made the catch and was on the ground, then took kind of a forearm shiver at the 20. I think this is going to be an offside penalty against the Bengals. Gain of 8. 13 seconds left. First half.
Offside. Defense number 58. That penalty declined.
Joseph Osai, one of the defensive ends, lined up in the neutral zone. Sutton gets up and limps a little bit, but appears to be okay. And now he's asking to come out. 4 for 61 in this first half for Court.
Bengals least penalized team in the league coming into the game. They've had 8 already. That one just got declined. I don't know what's going on with that.
Denver has the timeout left. 13 seconds to go. This is a 3rd and 2. Again, empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun snap. Bo to the end zone. Ball is caught. That is a great catch by Courtland Sutton. Denver touchdown. 20-yard strike. Sutton got dumped in the end zone. But Bo Nix, a laser shot. Sutton went up, cradled it, and came down on the small of his back.
He got up a little bit slow after that catch.
He's okay. He's celebrating with the crowd, and the crowd loves him back. 20-3 with 8 seconds to go in the first half. Extra point try by Will Lutz up and splits the uprights. Denver now ahead 21-3 over the Bengals. And Courtland Sutton, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. First touchdown pass of the first half from Bo Nix. Nix has a touchdown run of 6 yards. Mims has a 16-yard touchdown run, and now Sutton with the touchdown reception. Second consecutive 80-yard touchdown drive by these Broncos.
And Courtland with his 5th catch right there for a touchdown passes the great Riley Odoms for 8th most receptions in team history.
Took the Broncos a minute and 1 second to go 80 yards in 9 plays.
And Court was trying to come out of the game there. Good thing he stayed in. 5 catches now, 81 yards and a touchdown. Seems to be okay.
3rd down touchdown pass. And so the Broncos, again, as I mentioned, 2 of 13 last week on 3rd down against the Chargers. They're 6 of 8 against the Bengals on 3rd down. Taj Brooks and Charlie Jones await the kick, and this ball will be fielded about midway deep in the south end zone. And the Bengals will start from the 35-yard line.
Broncos with 42 plays already here in the game. 88 yards rushing, 217 passing. They got it all going on now on offense.
They've had 5 plays in this first half of 20 yards or more in the passing game. Bengals will take a knee, and we've come to the end of the first half here, and it's been a good one for the Broncos on this Monday night matchup from Empower Field at Mile High. At halftime, it's Denver 21, Cincinnati 3 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Home is more than just a place. It's the people and the community around you. Hi, I'm Sean Ostoff, President of Bank of Colorado. Since 1978, we've been proud to call Colorado home, and we are Colorado focused, supporting families and businesses with local people who know your name and your needs. Strong, stable, and always local. If you're ready to make a change, come home to community banking. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Colorado-based and Colorado-focused. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. The Broncos get ready for the game. Fix It 24/7 gets your home ready for the cold, dirt, dust, and debris that are ready to sack your system. But Fix It shuts them down. Go to fixmyhome.com and book now today. Fix It 24/7. Proud partners of the Denver Broncos.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Colorado Chevy dealer.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLERS. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Colorado game days call for bold flavor like cheeseburger dip. Cheesy, hearty, and perfect with chips. It's the ultimate crowd pleaser. Find this and other tailgating treasures at cobeef.com. Beef, it's what's for game day in Colorado.
More Broncos coverage afternoons at 3 with Dave Logan and Ryan Edwards on KOA Sports.
Welcome to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, developing Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. The Broncos lead the Bengals 21-3, and this is how it went down. Bengals got the ball first 12 plays, 62 yards, got a field goal out of it. Broncos, unfortunately, 3 and out on their first drive, but things will go better on the second drive. 9 plays, 64 yards, and Bo Nix from 6 yards out.
Nix from the shotgun takes the snap. Can run if he wants to. Nix to the 5. Nix to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. Sometimes you just sort of urge the young quarterback, but you could see that thing open up.
Bengals punt on their next drive, so it is a 7-3 lead for the Broncos, and they are not done. 8 plays, 80 yards, and Marvin Mims to the house.
They bring Mims in motion, hand to him the jet sweep. Mims inside the 10, Mims inside the 5. Marvin Mims to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. 16-yard jet sweep.
Bengals go 3 and out on their next drive. The Broncos move all the way down the field to the 2-yard line. 13 plays, 68 yards, with Bo Nix throws an interception in the end zone. Defense does its job, though. Gets a 3 and out quickly. The Broncos offense back out on the field, and they didn't miss this time.
Shotgun snap. Bo to the end zone. Ball is caught. That is a great catch by Courtland Sutton. Denver touchdown. 20-yard strike. Sutton got dumped in the end zone.
And for every touchdown the Broncos score, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers changing lives. Let's check the Fast app presented by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. 1 internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Pretty efficient first half here for Bo Nix. 17-26, 217 passing yards. Has that touchdown. The 1 interception also has a rushing touchdown. Ramos Law, the official injury law firm of Broncos country, is stepping up for our heroes, donating to Revital in support of first responders every time an opposing team gets penalized. And the Bengals so far in this game, 8 penalties for 50 yards, which is definitely a significant role in the score of the first half. Let's get to the other Monday Night Football game. The Dolphins striking first.
I formation with Ingold. Tagovailoa takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right, throws across his body for the end zone. Touchdown! Darren Waller again. His first game back from retirement, and he's got a double action of the end zone.
And Darren Waller actually had 2 touchdowns in this game, or has 2 touchdowns in this game. That's Noah Eagle with Westwood 1. They lead 24-13 with 7:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Dolphins have the ball back in the AFC West as we go around the horn here. The Chiefs get a win over the Ravens.
Patrick Mahomes under center. They're going to roll to the right side, and now Mahomes throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Kansas City! Marquise Brown. Hollywood goes all the way across the formation on 4th and 1.
That's Chiefs Radio Network on the call. Mitch Holtis. The
Chicago Bears, they outlast the Raiders 25-24.
Swift the back, here's the take, and the give. Swift sprinting left. He's got it for the touchdown. Just inside the pylon, front left corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears for the lead.
That's Jeff Joniak on the Chicago Bears radio network. And finally, Jackson Dart in his debut beats the Chargers.
Dart in a shotgun set. 2nd and goal at the 3. Dart calls signals, takes the snap. Little shovel pass for Theo Johnson, makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Giants Radio Network on the call. This has been the Halftime Show brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. We'll get you out to the field for the second half. Coming up next on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you. And you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
Who doesn't love September in Colorado? Welcome back, football season. And welcome back, tailgates. This year, host your tailgate party on the back of a tough new Ram truck during the Drive into Fall event at Johnson Auto Plaza. Nobody has more tailgates to choose from than the truck fanatics at Johnson Auto Plaza. Experience the power of the plaza. Just north of E470 on Highway 85, johnsonautoplaza.com, and also in Laramie.
Pella's been making windows and doors since 1925. That's 100 years of keeping the heat out and the cold in. Call Pella's Denver showroom for a free estimate. Ask about our 100-year anniversary offer of 25% off and 24 months, no interest, no payments. Experience the difference with windows designed to elevate your living space. Whether it's casement, awning, or custom windows, Pella's Selections offers something for every style. Call 855-85-PELLA or visit PellaDenver.com. That's PellaDenver.com.
You can't see comfort, but you can feel it. Let Carrier provide the ultimate comfort in your home. With unmatched reliability, innovation, and efficiency, Carrier products deliver premium solutions year-round. From heating and cooling to healthier indoor air and full control with the touch of a button, Carrier is the expert in home comfort. With over 120 years of changing how we live, work, and play. Visit CarrierColorado.com to find a local Carrier expert and feel the comfort. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
This is KOA News on Broncos Radio.
Here's your Broncos halftime news update. A teenage boy facing charges after he brought a gun onto Mountain Range High School grounds in Westminster on Friday. The Westminster police got a tip about the weapon, and the student didn't attend classes on Friday, but he did show up on the campus after classes were finished. A student resource officer approached the student near the bus stop. He admitted to having the gun. He was taken to Adams County Juvenile Detention Center. Police say no threats were made towards the school staff or students. One woman is dead, another is in jail for allegedly killing her, and a child is now in protective custody after an argument in a home on 92nd Avenue west of Federal. 37-year-old Sarah Rist called 911 after a fight with her mom. She's being held in the Adams County Jail on suspicion of first-degree murder. The Rist says the argument turned physical. The coroner hasn't released the woman's identity as of yet. I'm Nia Bender on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Hey, it's Rick Lewis. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication and the ambition to always move this country forward. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
This is Dave Logan. Just like the Broncos make legendary plays in the field, Fix-It 24/7 makes legendary plays in your home. From AC to heating to electric, their team delivers performance you can trust. And when it comes to plumbing, I use Fix-It in my own home. Their plumbing team is your offensive line, protecting your home, keeping water moving, and stopping problems before they break through. Go to fixmyhome.com and click Book Now today. Fix-It 24/7, proud partners of the Denver Broncos.
Score big flavor, Colorado. Try grilled steak flatbread, juicy beef, caramelized onions, and blue cheese on a crispy base. It's the tailgate win your friends will love. Get this recipe and more at cobeef.com. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Hi, I'm Gary Bell of the law firm of Bell & Pollock. Involved in a car crash? Injured? You should always call the police. If you want to know why, then listen to our Bell & Pollock Legal Injury Hub podcast on your favorite platform.
Smashburger is heating it up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics. The juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
It is halftime here at Empower Field at Mile High. Denver with a 21-3 lead over Cincinnati. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. Halftime tonight presented by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Developing Colorado's energy, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. Did a good first half for the Broncos. Couple of long touchdown drives, 80-yard touchdown drives. 2 of them. 1 in 8 plays, 1 in 9 plays. Running the football, the Broncos 16 carries in that first half, net 88 yards. That's almost 6 yards per carry. Couple of, it's almost 7 yards per carry, excuse me. Couple of rushing touchdowns. No, that's not right. 16 carries for 88 yards. How would that be an average of 6.9 yards per carry? That's what my stats say. That would be, yeah, let's go about 5.5. How about that?
Man, you're good at math.
Who did this stat? Bo Nix, 17 of 26 for 217 yards, had a touchdown pass. That to Courtland Sutton from 20 yards out. Did throw an interception in the end zone. Sutton with 5 catches for 81 yards, including that touchdown. Mims had 3 for 44. Franklin 3 for 40, and Troutman had a couple of catches, good for 32 yards. Higgins had 2 for 25. Chase had 3 for 15. Jake Browning, 8 of 15 in that first half at quarterback for the Bengals for 66 yards. And Chase Brown, the running back, had 8 carries for 30 yards for Cincinnati. All in all, really good first half for the Broncos, even though they trailed early in that first quarter, 3-0. The third quarter tonight is presented by your Colorado GMC dealers. GMC, we are professional grade. See your Colorado GMC dealer today.
Broncos offensive line doing a good job protecting Bo. No sacks in that first half for the Bengals. Broncos have 1, and it was Cooper and Bonito that split that 1 sack. Broncos have pretty much been able to do whatever they want to do, running the ball, throwing the ball, a lot of big plays, a lot of explosive plays in that first half.
And Denver will get it to start the third quarter as they won the opening toss here tonight and deferred. Mims and Harvey await the kick of Evan McPherson. 21-3 Denver, looking for their second consecutive home victory. Harvey underneath it at the 1, the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. And he is spun to the turf right at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Broncos offense, moving left to right, will start the third quarter. 29-yard return by Harvey. Carter on the tackle. Let's take 10 seconds so stations can identify themselves. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Broncos and Goals.
Monday Night Football.
On KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. Denver, opening possession. Mims from outside right comes in motion behind. Nix takes the swing pass. Has a couple of blockers out in front. Second time we've seen that play. Mims has rolled to the turf at the 38, a gain of 8. He was lined up wide right, came in motion behind Bo Nix, and then after the run fake, Nix just swings it out to him with a couple of blockers out in front. Stone and Hill combining the tackle for the Bengals, 2nd down and 2.
Even with that hip injury, Mims a big part of the game plan apparently today. That's 4 catches for 52 yards for him. He's got one rush for 16 and a touchdown.
I think it's pretty apparent. You got to do everything you can, find creative ways to get his hands on the ball. Double tight end set, wing right, I formation. The handoff, and Dobbins hips and hops and patiently works over right guard out to the 42 with a gain of 4 on 2nd and 2. First down, Denver. Tackle there by Miles Murphy of the Bengals.
Yeah, really good job just waiting for that hole to open up just a little bit. Short gain, but Dobbins showing his vision. Let's see if they can get him going here in the second half.
Broncos had 15 snaps of offense in Bengals territory in that second quarter alone. Bengals didn't have any in Denver territory. Shotgun snap, Bo play fakes, throws a ball that is deflected and incomplete. He wanted to get the football out to Atkins in the flat. The ball was deflected away, incomplete, brings up a 2nd and 10. Dax Hill may have got his hands on that ball.
He got his right hand up, knocked it down. He was trying to get it to Atkins in the flat. Wouldn't have been a big gain anyway.
Marvin Mims was about 50 yards downfield, and just now getting back to the Denver huddle. They break the huddle, and the snap clock is already at 8. So Nix is an empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Snap clock at 4, at 3. He brings Mims in motion. Play fakes, and Nix is going to keep it and just lowers his shoulders and burrows to the 44-yard line. That was the design quarterback keep. Trey Hendrickson will get credit for the tackle. Gain of maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9.
And that's just his second tackle of the game. We saw him limping late in the first half. We'll keep an eye on that.
Evan Ingram in the game, flanked wide left by himself. 3 receivers to the right side. Bidet in motion, now returns to the right of Nix on this 3rd down and 9. Nix in the shotgun. 4-man pressure, quick pressure. Nix flushed, rolls to his left, runs for his life, floats one down the field. He wants Ingram, but Ingram was nowhere near that ball. Ingram was at the hash marks, and Nix threw that ball that landed outside the numbers on the east side. Marco Wilson was on the coverage, and the Broncos are going to have to punt their first possession of this 3rd quarter.
Ingram well covered to boot. Now, maybe Nix thought, well, this, even if it gets picked, would be almost like a punt, but didn't even get close to Ingram with that.
Charlie Jones awaits the kick. Jeremy Crawshaw. Pressure on, and Crawshaw gets the kick off. It's a line drive kick. Jones at the 14, to the 15, to the 20, the 25, 30. And he heads directly out of bounds. 41 yards on the punt. And about 15 yards on the return by Charlie Jones. We've got a timeout on the field. 12:35 left, 3rd quarter from Denver. The Broncos lead the Bengals 21-3 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
As the state's largest oil and natural gas producer, Chevron employs your neighbors to help deliver the energy our communities need while teaming up with local organizations and investing millions of dollars to help the communities we call home. At Chevron, we are committed to safely delivering the affordable, ever-cleaner energy that powers Colorado forward. Together, we're fueling Colorado. That is energy in progress.
An overweight, out-of-control semi rear-ended me. I became a T4 paraplegic. Stephen Berg and Berg Simpson have brought hope to my life. I would highly recommend Berg Simpson.
BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Hi, this is Denver wide receiver Marvin Mims. With my job, the pressure doesn't always kick in when the whistle blows. It can be waking up or driving to work. Nothing hits harder than stress. It doesn't matter when or why you're feeling overwhelmed. What matters is what you do next. Reach out. There are people who care and want you to succeed. If you're struggling, Aurora Mental Health and Recovery can help. Visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org.
Score big flavor, Colorado. Try grilled steak flatbread, juicy beef, caramelized onions, and blue cheese on a crispy base. It's the tailgate win your friends will love. Get this recipe and more at cobeef.com. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Empower
Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Start your day in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. 5 to 9 tomorrow on KOA.
Back at 12:35, third quarter. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High. 455 consecutive sellouts now. Number one in the National Football League for a single city. Handoff to Chase Brown on first down, right off left guard, and Brown works to the 33 with a gain of 3. Swarmed under at that point. First there was Justin Strnad, 2nd and 7. When opposing teams get penalized, Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of Broncos country, donates to Revital in support of first responders.
Good job by both inside linebackers for the Broncos to stand him up for the short gain. Both Strnad and Singleton hit him simultaneously there in the hole.
Chase and Yosivas slot right. Higgins wide left with Moss on him. The handoff again. This is Samaje Perine. Perine is thrown to the turf. Body slammed at the 38-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Singleton. Gain of 5. It brings up a 3rd down and 2.
Perine, former Bronco. We remember him a couple seasons ago. Good guy catching the ball out of the backfield. Good in pass pro. Very versatile. And probably one of the strongest running backs in the league.
He was all of that. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, including Perine, the outside of those 2 right. On 3rd down and 2, Jake Browning looks over the Bronco defense that has 6 men in the line of scrimmage. 5 come. Browning gets smacked. The ball gets knocked free. No whistle yet. The ball picked up by Benito, and now they're going to say incomplete pass. Well, they were in the line of scrimmage, and they all came, and I think Jonathan Cooper got to Browning. Singleton might have been.
Singleton got through. He did get to Browning, and you're right. It was Cooper who batted it down, Dave. Broncos brought the heat.
And Denver's defense forces the Bengals into another punt situation. This will be the 5th punt of the night. Ricow, high punt. Mims underneath it, bobbles it, and the ball's taken away, and the Bengals are going to have it. That ball was bobbled, and Marvin was trying to reclaim it, and it almost looked like it climbed up his chest. You can't advance a muff, but I don't know that Mims ever had full possession of the ball. I don't know that I've ever seen a play quite like that. The ball was never completely caught. What's the ruling here?
Fair catch, interference, kicking team, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the flag, first down.
So there was contact, just enough contact made. And the Broncos are fortunate there that they're going to retain possession and start this drive at past their own 25-yard line. Timeout on the field with 10:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. Denver ahead of Cincinnati 21-3 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Just like your car, the new iHeartRadio app now has presets.
Everything I listen to in one place.
You'll get all the news, talk, and sports when you need it.
It's the easiest way to listen to KOA.
Download or update our free iHeartRadio app today.
Hi, I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. There are plenty of reasons to move your money. You get married, your life changes, your bank changes, or you just want a bank that feels closer to home. At Bank of Colorado, we've been helping neighbors make the move since 1978. Our local bankers guide you through every step, so switching is simple and personal. Strong, stable, local. Come home to community banking you can count on. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Colorado-based and Colorado-focused. Member FDIC.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality of work we do and that our clients are getting the best possible representation.
Call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com.
Elevate your home with 5280 Stone, Colorado's premier choice for luxury quartz and granite countertops. With over 15,000 satisfied customers, including hometown hero Philip Lindsay, 5280 Stone offers a stunning selection of quartz and natural stone countertops. As a hometown partner of the Denver Broncos with a 5.0 star review rating, you can count on the 5280 Stone team for dedicated service and exceptional craftsmanship. Visit 5280stone.com and elevate your expectations.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Colorado Chevy dealer.
Broncos Country listens to Broncos Radio. KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
And the Broncos up 21-3 with the football. And Denver Broncos football powered by Verizon 5G.
An awarded fair catch. The ball will be placed at that spot.
So, I think the officials must have heard from someone. They had the ball spotted at the 30, and now everybody, both teams and all officials, walking back to where Marvin Mims signaled the fair catch, which was at the 15-yard line. P.J. Jules was down covering the punt. On the fair catch, you obviously cannot make contact. But I thought as the ball was sort of coming off the chest of Marvin Mims, you'd be able to do that. But good news for the Broncos. Here's the handoff and a good run here by J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins off that right side. He's got such quick feet and so patient. Gain of 9 out to the 24-yard line. Tackle there by Geno Stone, one of the safeties for the Broncos.
Yeah, he really burst through those holes when they open up. Got a nice hole on the right side of that line. Miners and Wattenberg opened it for him.
Again, I said earlier in the game, he's got the patience of a veteran at running back. He lets things develop. R.J. Harvey's going to be a very good player in this league, but you can tell J.K. Dobbins has had a lot of snaps in the NFL. 2nd down and 1 now. Double tight end set wing right, a receiver on each side. Dobbins takes the handoff. This time off right guard. Didn't hesitate a bit. Didn't need to, and works out to the 30 with a gain of 6 on 2nd and 1. Barrett Carter, the linebacker there for Cincinnati. Denver right now just working on getting off the ball, Rick, and establishing the run, letting these linemen get moving with their feet and hands, pounding the Bengals a little bit up front.
Yeah, wearing down this defensive line of the Bengals. Dobbins now 8 carries, 50 yards.
18 first downs for the Broncos, 6 for the Bengals. Franklin in motion from trips right to slot left. Penalty flag thrown. Nix takes the pass and throws the ball too far out in front of Courtland Sutton in between the hash marks. Sutton said, hey, I was held.
Outside.
DJ Turner the second
up in the neutral zone. 5-yard
on the coverage.
First down.
So they get rookie Pat Bryant for lining up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, those types of penalties, something we talked a lot about the last week or two. Broncos really need to clean those up.
2nd down.
Denver's 5th penalty in this game for 47 yards. That was an area that they wanted to definitely clean up. 10 penalties last week in that loss on the road against the Chargers. 6 of those penalties gave L.A. a first down. Shotgun snap, Nix in the pocket, swings one out, and the check down with a nice catch in the sideline is R.J. Harvey. I'll tell you what, the rookie showing fantastic hands there. That ball came on a laser and was belt high, and Harvey just as easy as you please, reached out, snatched it, and then picks up 19 yards, first down Denver.
You get the ball in his hands in space, you can see he's an explosive football player, great weapon. They're using him, the wide receiver, they're using him in the slot, lining him up wide, running back. He's doing it all here tonight.
Sutton wide left, double tight end set, one on each side as Nix is under center. Takes a snap, turns, hands off. Dobbins, patient again, waits, and late penalty flag thrown. Man, oh man. This one came from the Broncos sideline. Logan Wilson on that last tackle. The other Monday night game is over in Miami.
Foul, illegal blindside block, offense number 63, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
They call Alex Palczewski with a blindside block. Dolphins hang on, even though they lose Tyreek Hill to a serious leg injury. Hang on to beat the Jets 27-21.
Yeah, they're thinking maybe he dislocated his knee in the game. They carted him off the field.
I've dislocated a kneecap. I guess that's the same thing.
I would say kneecap. I'm going to go with yes.
It
can't feel too good.
It's not knee good. I missed a couple of weeks, but it scares you to the point you think your season's over. First down at 25 now. Clock at 8:18. It runs. Four-man rush on Bo in the pocket. Bo swings it out. Dobbins makes a nice catch, spins around, avoids one tackle, then tries to get underneath another one. And Dax Hill bulldogs J.K. Dobbins to the turf at the 32-yard line. Gain of maybe 4. Second down and 21.
Bo took a good look downfield, didn't see anybody open, checked it down to Dobbins. Got a long ways to go here if they want to try to pick up a first down.
Mims, Sutton, Mims, and Franklin outside in trips left. Ingram is attached right. R.J. Harvey in motion left. They try to set up the screen. Ingram has it. A couple blockers out in front, and Ingram with a nice cut gets pulled down from behind and then hit high at the 41-yard line. Here's another flag, and this is going to be a legal man downfield against the Broncos. Chris Jenkins Jr. It's worth pointing out, as I did at the top of the broadcast,
Downfield offense number 60, 5-yard penalty, second down.
That Alex Moore is tonight's referee. His crew has thrown more flags per game this year than any other crew, averaging about 24.5 per game. Just saying, 20.5 of those 24.5 accepted penalties, and I think we're on pace.
Yeah, that's 6 on the Broncos.
Denver with an empty set on third down and 14. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Nix facing four-man pressure. They throw the quick screen. Mims makes one miss. Mims tries to run through an arm tackle, then is just grabbed and flung to the turf by Geno Stone. That was a weird series. Fourth down now, and Denver's going to have to punt it away as the clock runs with 6:47 and counting here in the third quarter. It was 21-3 at halftime. The Broncos with the lead, and that's where we stand now.
Yeah, Broncos come out stalling out here in the second half. They need to keep their foot on the gas against this team, and they're not doing it right now.
Mitch Tinsley back awaiting the punt of Jeremy Crawshaw. Crawshaw reverse end-over-end kick. Tinsley's going to watch it hit at the 2, but it skips directly into the south end zone for a touchback. 55 yards on the punt, 35 yards on the net, and the Bengals will start moving right to left from their 20-yard line. 6:20 left, third quarter from the Mile High City. The Broncos on Monday night lead the Bengals 21-3. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network. Hi, this is Dave Logan. Just like the Broncos get ready for the game, Fix-It 24/7 gets your home ready for the cold. Football season is tune-up season, and Fix-It spends up to 2 full hours cleaning your furnace because dirt, dust, and debris are the top cause of breakdowns. Get your $39 fall tune-up. Go to fixmyhome.com and click Book Now today. Fix-It 24/7. Proud partners of the Denver Broncos.
Hey, Broncos fans! Stay locked in on the action with BetMGM's Second Chance. Just bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Make this season unforgettable with BetMGM, proud sports betting partner of the Denver Broncos. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Colorado only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, it's Dave Logan for my friends at the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. For over 125 years, they've been true to their mission to champion equal wages that you can live on while providing a path to a rewarding career. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with a job, end with a great career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information. That's IBEW68.com.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Local, national, worldwide. Colorado's Morning News at 5 on KOA.
We're back in Empower Field at Mile High. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Wardju with you. Third quarter, 6:20 left, 21-3 Denver. For each Broncos interception, Int Credit Union makes a $1,000 donation to Children's Hospital. Int Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Jumbotron asking for some noise, and the crowd obliges here. Bengals football moving right to left. They start from the 20. Four-man rush on Browning. Throws the ball over the middle of the field. That ball's caught out over the 35-yard line, and pulling away from one of the Broncos is a catch and run by Andre Yosivash. 22 yards on the play. Brandon Jones in the tackle. First and 10 Bengals at the 42.
Jaquan McMillan on the coverage.
Yeah, Yosivas is a guy they really like. Third-year receiver out of Princeton. He's got 10 touchdowns in his career. All 10 of those touchdowns have been from inside the 10-yard line. Let's hope they don't get there tonight. First and 10 at the 42. 2-by-2 the set. Four-man rush. Browning throws the ball. Chase makes a heck of a catch on a slant route. Takes a shot from Singleton, but a gain to midfield of 8. That ball was out in front. That's not where you want it on a slant. You want it right in the body. Surtain on the coverage. 2nd and 2. Bengals go without a huddle. 3 receivers left. Higgins by himself to the right. They run it. Chase Brown off right guard. Brown runs through a tackle, and he's got a first down leaning inside the Denver 45 to the 44. Gain of 6 on 2nd and 2. Sticks move. First down Bengals. We approach the 5-minute mark of this third quarter, and Denver up by 18.
The Bengals trying to get back into this game, and the Broncos can't let them do it. Broncos had all the momentum going into halftime. It just looked like they came out flat here in the second half offensively.
Fullback in the game now. Actually, 2 fullbacks in the game. Pistol set. Browning. Long snap count. Play fake. Rolls to his right. Now sets up in trouble. Penalty flag thrown. He throws the ball at the feet of Chase Brown, who was well covered by Jonathan Cooper. And this is going to be a hold against the Bengals.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Ted Karras gets called for the hold. Savion Jones had good pressure that time for the Broncos.
Good to see him in there. That's a rookie out of LSU that they really like. He did get to Browning after he threw the football. Like to see more of that.
They haven't heard much about him, but he's a third-round draft choice, as Rick said, out of LSU. 6'5" and 290. Keep that name in the back of your mind for the Broncos. Savion Jones. First down at 20 at the 46 now. 3 to the left, single receiver right. Browning in trouble, and there's a second sack of the game for the Broncos, and this one goes all to Nick Benito. Benito just bear hugged Jake Browning to the turf back at the 39-yard line. Loss of 7 on that play for Benito, who had a half sack. He shared a sack with Cooper tonight, so he's got 1.5 on the season. 1.5 tonight, 4.5 now on the season.
Zach Allen beat his man and just about got to Browning as well.
2nd and 27. Shotgun snap to Browning. They set up the screen. Chase Brown on the right avoids a tackle. Brown running hard. Headbutts one a defender at the Bengals 48-yard line. It's a gain of about 9, almost 10 on 2nd and 27. Tackle finally by Alex Singleton. And it brings up 3rd down and still 17. Clock running with 3:27 and counting here in the 3rd quarter on this Monday night matchup. And the Broncos looking for their 2nd consecutive home victory of this season, ahead 21-3. Browning sends 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Now Chase Brown empties to the inside of 3. 3 right, 2 to the left. 4-man pressure. Browning the shotgun, bounces around, climbs the pocket. Now being chased. Browning running for his life and throws the ball out of bounds before being forced into the sideline of the Bengals side. John Franklin Myers, Rick, had really good penetration on that play.
And one of the reasons he was able to put the pressure on him, great coverage in the back end of that Broncos defense. 4 receivers out in routes, nobody open.
And the Bengals are going to have to punt it away again. The 6th punt of the night for Ryan Reichow. Mims waves fair catch, and this time handles it a little bit better. 41 yards on the punt. The fair catch signal made at the 8-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will start with 2:53 left in quarter number 3. It's Denver 21, Cincinnati 3, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
This October, we're giving away gold coins every weekend in our Gold Days drawings. Plus, rack up the most points in our Gold Days Point Challenge and strike it rich. First place wins a 1-ounce gold coin. Second place, a half-ounce gold coin. And third place, a quarter-ounce gold coin. Enjoy the gold leaves coming up the mountain and the gold coins in your pocket on the way down the mountain. Welcome to the winner's zone at Century Casino. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. Now that the warm weather is here, it's a great time to make sure your home's electrical system is ready. Applewood Plumbing, Heating, and Electric has serviced Colorado homeowners for over 50 years. They're background checked and drug tested, licensed electricians can handle everything from faulty outlets, full wiring upgrades, and more. Applewood is local, experienced, and available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. with no overtime charges. Call 720-324-7784 or visit ApplewoodFixit.com today. Applewood, repair services for the homeowner.
Football fans, spice up your football season with Chugwater Chili Seasoning. It's healthy, easy to make, and packed with the bold flavor every tailgate or watch party needs. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, serve up this winning chili all without blowing your budget. It's affordable, unforgettable, and known as the gourmet spice of Western life. Whether you're grilling in the parking lot or hosting at home, Chugwater brings the heat. Find Chugwater Chili in stores or online and make your next game day legendary.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no end to ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He taps his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ed Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at eds.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
Tonight's broadcast is powered by Chevron, committed to our local communities and safely delivering affordable, reliable energy that powers Colorado forward. Good to have you with us on this Monday night matchup. Weather looked to be a little bit dicey. We had some rain in the afternoon, but it cleared. And for the most part, this game has been played in good conditions. And the Broncos ahead of the Bengals 21-3 with just under 3 minutes left, third quarter. Denver backed up starting this drive on their 7-yard line. Nix has a tight trips look left.
Ready.
He brings Sherfield in motion, hands to Dobbins running right, and Dobbins leans forward out to the 10 in the grasp of Cam Sample, the big defensive end of the Bengals. It's a gain of 3, second down and 7.
No hesitation at all on that run by Dobbins. Just ran it right through the hole on the right side.
Clock running, 2:16 and counting. Sherfield in motion from right to left. Boot now as Nix throws to a wide open receiver in the flat. That ball caught and upended with a knee-high tackle. There's Nate Atkins. That was a good tackle by Dax Hill. Hill, the 200-pound safety, fourth year out of Michigan. May have shaken up Atkins a little bit. Gain of about 7, first down. Atkins comes off the field, walking a bit gingerly. Let's hope he's okay. He's a versatile player. He can play fullback, tight end. He does a lot for this offense.
Good blocker as well.
Absolutely. First and 10 at the 17. Shotgun snap a little high. Nix on the RPO throws it out, and a good decision to do that as he finds Troy Franklin with the catch, and Franklin does the rest. Works out to the 32-yard line with a catch and run of 15. Baird Carter there, and that's, Rick, a perfect example of the RPO. Bengals got a little blitz happy off that edge, and Nix decided to pull that ball out of the stomach of the running back, and he finds Franklin for a sizable gain.
And I think Franklin couldn't believe how much space he had in front of him when he caught that football.
That was the safety off the edge, the nickelback, I should say, Dax Hill. Double tight end set. Alex Palczewski is in. He is an eligible receiver, lined up at tight end. I formation. They hand it off, and Dobbins starts right, cuts back left, and that time might have been a little bit too patient. No gain, or very short gain in the play. And that will bring up a second down and 10. Sample was there, so was Oren Burks.
Dave, we both noticed something going on with Jamarr Chase on the Bengals sideline. He's not happy about something. Seemed to be in a bit of a heated discussion
with Zach Taylor.
Coach. Yes.
They're going to have to snap this before the third quarter is over. Bo Nix is going to turn and take a timeout with 6 seconds to go in the quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. Nix sauntering over. Has a bit of a puzzled look from a sort of body language standpoint. Hands on his hips. Now he will walk back to the huddle.
Jamarr Chase, frustrated, I would assume. 4 catches, just 23 yards. For the most part, PS2 has really locked him down here.
Yep. And listen, you want the ball, but you also have to realize Joe Burrow's not playing in this game. Jake Browning is a quality backup in this league, but Jake Browning is not Joe Burrow, and frankly, I'm not sure who is. Mims from tight trips right in motion, the only receiver in the game. Nix with a play fake, now throws wide open in the flat. The catch is made by R.J. Harvey, and Harvey runs through a tackle and gets a first down as he takes himself out of bounds into the Bengals sideline. That was Josh Newton, who had a good shot at Harvey, but could not bring him down, and we've come to the end of the third quarter. The Broncos have a 1st and 10 after the gain of 10, and they also have a 21-3 lead over the Bengals. Timeout on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Every Broncos game on KOA 850 AM, 94.1 FM, and in Denver with KOA on the iHeartRadio app. I like it! And online at BroncosRadioNetwork.com.
Smashburger is heating it up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics. The juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
Looking for bite-sized Colorado game day fun? Try Tiny Taco Beef Tarts. Easy to make, delicious to share, and guaranteed to win over the crowd. Find this and more tailgating treasures at cobeef.com. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Pella's been making windows and doors since 1925. That's 100 years of keeping the heat out and the cold in. Call Pella's Denver showroom for a free estimate. Ask about our 100-year anniversary offer of 25% off and 24 months, no interest, no payments. Experience the difference with windows designed to elevate your living space. Whether it's casement, awning, or custom windows, Pella's Selections offers something for every style. Call 855-85-PELLA or visit PellaDenver.com. That's PellaDenver.com.
Hey Broncos fans, you can't count on a Colorado weather forecast or catching your breath at altitude, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. That's right, watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long, right through the AFC Championship, and follow along as Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and the boys aim for a return to the postseason. So visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today, and count on Sundays for another must-see season of Denver Broncos football with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Stay in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. Colorado's Morning News on KOA.
Dave Logan, Rick Lewis heading down to the sideline, checking in the Chevy sideline report. Here's Susie Wardrobe.
Dave, not sure if you've noticed this or not, but I think that there's an Alex Pelcheski fan club here tonight. Every time that the official announces he's an eligible receiver, there's a roar through the crowd. I thought it was just me, but one of the guys on the sideline said the officials are asking, why is everybody cheering for 63? So notice that next time he gets announced.
Attaboy, Alex. Good to people cheer for you. As an offensive lineman. Shotgun snap and the handoff, and this is R.J. Harvey with the penalty flag thrown from behind the play. Harvey running through tackles. This has been a little bit of a breakout game for Harvey, who shows some frustration now as he realizes this is going to be a holding call. Luke Wattenberg with his second holding call. By the way, Terry Killens, tonight's umpire, called that hold. And just in case you want to know a bit of trivia, he is the first person to ever play in a Super Bowl and then officiate in a Super Bowl. He played in Super Bowl 34 with Tennessee. That was against, I believe, the Rams. And then he officiated in Super Bowl 58, which was the Chiefs and the 49ers. Good on Terry Killens.
Great trivia question.
Sutton from inside receiver trips right, now in motion to the left, 2-by-2 the set, and here's another penalty flag, 3 flags thrown in one play, all signaling false start.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
And if Luke Wattenberg has been sort of singled out here, I'm not sure if the ball was moved early or what have you. What's the total number of penalties now for the
That would be 7.
Alex Moore crew?
It's 7 for the Broncos, 10 for Cincinnati.
So 17 and counting. We've just played 33 seconds of the fourth quarter. This crew averages, again, 24 and a half. Shotgun snap to Nix. Nix climbs the pocket, floats one. He's got Franklin there. No, Sutton. And he can't, it is Franklin. He cannot make sort of didn't dive for it. He tried to kind of go down and cradle it on the run at about the 25-yard line. Battle and Newton were both there, but that's a pass again that Franklin's got to catch.
That's a catchable ball right there.
It's the second one tonight.
It was in traffic, but Bo threw it right where it had to be and went right through both hands.
Second down, 24 now. Nix in the shotgun. Bo drops, hits the check down. This is Harvey in the flat. Harvey stutter steps and cannot get away from a defender. Pulls out to the 33-yard line, but Demetrius Knight Jr., the linebacker, hanging on. It's a gain of about 4. It brings up a 3rd down and 20. Both catches tonight for Franklin. Yeah, I would wonder if he actually was able to see the ball well, because he never. It's not like the ball went through his hands. The ball never was really.
Maybe not tracking it right.
And maybe he just didn't see it. I'm being completely serious about that. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, an empty set on 3rd and 20. Nix faces 4-man pressure, throws the ball that is caught by Evan Ingram. Ingram squares and leans the football out to the 45-yard line. It's again at 12, but it was 3rd and 20. And so punt time for the Broncos is safety Jordan Battle will get credit for that tackle. Good to see Evan Ingram back and contributing a bit here tonight. He's an excellent athlete at tight end, and a guy that if the Broncos can keep him healthy, I think is going to be productive for this team. Mitch Tinsley back at about the Bengals' 13-yard line, awaiting the kick of Jeremy Crawshaw. Crawshaw has his first 2 touchbacks tonight in 4 games. Snap is good. There's the reverse end-over-end kick. Tinsley on a gallop, waves fair catch, goes down on the right knee to make it between the numbers and the sideline at the 17-yard line. Now they're going to say 16, and we've got a timeout on the field. 40 yards on the punt, and the Bengals offense back on the field. 12:47 left in the 4th. It's Denver 21, Cincinnati 3, and this is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Home is more than just a place. It's the people and the community around you. Hi, I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. Since 1978, we've been proud to call Colorado home, and we are Colorado Focus, supporting families and businesses with local people who know your name and your needs. Strong, stable, and always local. If you're ready to make a change, come home to community banking. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Colorado-based and Colorado-focused. Member FDIC.
Together, we're making life better for Coloradans, protecting wildlife and expanding our parks. Together, we're investing in better transportation options so Coloradans can get where they need to go. Together, Colorado's oil and natural gas industry, environmental groups, the governor, and Colorado state legislators put their differences aside to make all this happen. Together, we're building a better Colorado. Here, anything is possible.
Paid for by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development.
This is Dave Logan. Just like the Broncos make legendary plays in the field, Fix-It 24/7 makes legendary plays in your home. From AC to heating to electric, their team delivers performance you can trust. And when it comes to plumbing, I use Fix-It in my own home. Their plumbing team is your offensive line, protecting your home, keeping water moving, and stopping problems before they break through. Go to fixmyhome.com and click Book Now today. Fix-It 24/7, proud partners of the Denver Broncos.
This is Dan Kaplis. I've spent the past 40 years litigating catastrophic injury and death cases. Because of our great team, we've been blessed with record-breaking success, and we've reached the point where we don't have to do these cases. We are honored to get to do these cases, and we carefully choose who we have the privilege of representing, from the poorest of the poor to teachers, police officers, firefighters, construction workers, CEOs, and professional athletes. If you need our help, call 303-770-5551 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Broncos Country tonight with Broncos insider Benjamin Albright. Weeknights at 6 on KOA.
Denver up 21-3. Bengals with the ball. Broncos football presented by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos.
Crowd still making some noise. Bengals offense on the field with 12:47 to go, down 18. 1st and 10 at the 16. Browning takes a shotgun snap, throws the check down. This is Chase Brown. Brown will be out of the 25-yard line before being swarmed under by a pack of blue jerseys. Sternad was there, so was Brandon Jones. Gain of 12. Sticks move, 1st and 10, Cincinnati.
Well, neither team has crossed midfield here in the second half. And Cincinnati hasn't crossed midfield since their opening drive.
Both of those stats are highly unusual. Jamarr Chase in motion now to the inside of 3 receivers, wide left. Browning lifts the knee, throws the Chase on the option route, and the ball is deflected away from him, incomplete. Austin Sternad Singleton was there, and so was Jaquan McMillan. That was an option route for Jamar Chase, and ball just got knocked away at the last minute, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
We told you, Jamar frustrated. He's showing it on the sidelines. Just 4 catches, 23 yards.
T. Higgins outside of 2 receivers, wide right. Chase is the furthest outside left. 2-by-2 the set with Chase Brown the back between the center and right guard. Browning flushed, in trouble, and grabbed and sacked at the 22-yard line by Big John Franklin Myers. So that is the 3rd sack of the game. The Broncos came into tonight's game with 12 sacks. This one a loss of 6, and it brings up a 3rd and 16. And for John Franklin Myers, that is his 2nd sack of the season.
And JFM just ate up that right guard. It's a rookie playing right guard for the Bengals, and he just couldn't stand up to John Franklin Myers on that pass rush.
Well, there's going to be pass rush here. And the design quarterback rolled to the right. He throws the ball at the feet of Samaje Perine, the back. It bounces, incomplete. Jonathan Cooper was chasing Jake Browning. And right now, Zach Taylor, the head coach, is trying to find any way to slow down this pass rush. Move the pocket, run a draw, run a screen, throw option routes. And Denver's defense has just been better tonight than the Bengals offense.
And Denver can bring the heat now up 21-3. Bengals going to try to throw the ball to get back in this game.
Line drive kick. Can Mims get underneath it? It hits at the 28, bounces once, bounces twice. Mims now has it. Runs straight ahead, tries to run through an arm tackle, and can't do it. Pulled down shy of the 25 at the 24. 61 yards on that punt. Give Mims 7 on the return, and we've got a timeout. 11:09 left, 4th quarter from Denver. The Broncos leading the Bengals on a Monday night matchup, 21-3. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
What has happened? Going on right now.
There's something happening.
Because something
What is happening?
is always
What's next?
Change happening.
How is this happening?
That's a look at your money. And look
Taking a look at your drive
what we have found
right now.
down the road.
Stay in the know.
Keep this city a sanctuary city.
Stop it.
Budget shortfall and see what happens.
How did that happen?
That can happen.
With KOA.
Every single day.
850 AM, 94.1 FM.
GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Hey, it's Rick Lewis. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication and the ambition to always move this country forward. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you, and you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
David, honey, this is your Broncos intervention.
I don't have a problem.
David, you painted the entire house blue and orange.
So?
You wanted to name our daughter Thunder the Arabian Stallion. Listen, download the Fuel Forward app. Every 8+ gallon fill-up at Conoco or Phillips 66 stations gets you a chance to win a VIP game day experience.
I can fuel my car and my Broncos obsession.
In moderation, David. Terms and conditions apply. See official rules at conoco.com/Broncos-rules.
Local news, local talk with Mandy Connell. Weekdays noon to 3 on KOA.
Since the opening drive by the Bengals, every single drive save the kneel down right before halftime. One play, -1 yard kneel down has resulted in a punt. So officially 7 of the last 8 possessions by Cincinnati The Bengals have wound up punting. 1st and 10, Denver at the 24. They toss it right side. Dobbins with McGlinchey out in front. Gets a nice block, and Dobbins with a good cut back inside and rolls himself for a gain of 11 to the 35-yard line in the grasp of Jordan Battle. And again, not to belabor the point, Rick, but that's exactly what I'm talking about a veteran running back being patient and setting up his blocks.
Had a good escort out there, big Mike McGlinchey.
Number 63.
I'd like to run behind him. 6'8", 315.
Alex Palczewski announced as a receiver in the game, and he receives a nice ovation. Atkins in motion from wing left. They run the power to the right side, and Dobbins spits through, headbutts, and continues his knees churning and works out of the 40 to the 41. He can run with power. The first carry in the series, a gain of 11. This is a gain of 6. The tackle by Demetrius Knight Jr. That is 12 carries now for Dobbins for 71 yards.
Yeah, Dave, 5.9 yards a carry. Let's see if we can get him 100 here tonight.
That would be good. Tight trips left. Dobbins remains in the game on this 2nd down and 4. Carries it again. Dobbins starts left, cuts back, pull down after the gain of a couple at the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. Tackle there by Chris Jenkins Jr. It brings up a 3rd down and a long one.
He has some room in front of him. He could have stepped out of that tackle.
By the way, Rick mentioned, let's see if we can get him 100. Broncos last game that they had a 100-yard rusher was the season finale in 2022 against the Chargers. They've gone 37 straight games without a 100-yard rusher. That is the longest active streak in the league. Maybe it will end tonight. 3rd and 1. Nick's design roll throws a ball that is caught, and a 1st down and a catch and run by Marvin Mims. Mims showing some power, making that catch, and then just squaring and running through a defender for a gain of 12 to the Bengals 44. That was Josh Newton, the nickelback, on the tackle.
How about this power running after the catch by Marvin Mims? We've seen that several times here today. He's having himself a good game.
Bo Nix is having himself a good game, too. Unofficially now 314 yards through the air for Nix. We still have 8 minutes and 34 seconds and counting in the 4th. Denver ahead 21-3. 1st and 10 Broncos at the Bengals 44. They move right to left. They flip it back. Dobbins makes a cut, squares, runs hard. Didn't go down at the 1st or 2nd shot. Gains a very tough yard and a half. Trey Hendrickson was there for Denver. Hendrickson finally got signed before camp, or during camp.
We're coming good.
Nix with an I formation under center. You can hear him say, "We're good, we're good." Run it. Dobbins gets the handoff. Dobbins off that left side, running hard, holds onto the ball. The Bengals try to rip it away from him, and Dobbins says, "Nope, that's mine." It's a gain of 10 to the 33-yard line. DJ Turner along with Geno Stone on the tackle. Now you start thinking, if you're Sean Payton, I don't know if he thinks about this or not, but I'm guessing, let's get J.K. Dobbins 100 yards. What does he have now?
He's got 85 on 15 carries.
All right.
Yeah, feed him. Perfect time of the game to do this. About 7 minutes left in the game. Clock running.
Dobbins, the lone back. Tight trips left. Mims comes in motion. They pitch it to Dobbins left side. Dobbins has the edge. And here we go, 15. Dobbins pushed out of bounds as he got to the 15. With a big run, that's Jordan Battle. He's got to be close to 100 right there. That's a gain of 16, and he's over 100 yards.
Finally. The long drought.
That breaks a streak of 37 straight games. The longest active streak in the NFL, and one that you don't really want, of the Broncos without a 100-yard rusher in a single game. And Dobbins has 101. R.J. Harvey in the game. Nice cut by Harvey. their defensive huddle, hands on the hips. There's no oxygen. Here's number 63, Alex Palczewski, being reported as an eligible receiver. Left guard down to about the 12. Gain of 2. Third down and 5. Tackled by Demetrius Knight Jr. Broncos have 164 yards rushing. The Bengals have 147 yards of total offense.
Sean Payton, he wants his guys to play 60 minutes of football every single week, and they will.
10 tackles for Demetrius Knight tonight. 10th play of the drive coming up for Denver. I don't think there's been a pass. Ground and pound. Just one pass so far in this drive. Here's a pass to R.J. Harvey. He catches it between the numerals and the sideline, and there's no Bengal even past the numerals.
No.
Harvey catches it and basically walks into the end zone for the TD.
You know, you got to think that has to be a broken coverage. Somebody has to pick Harvey up out of the backfield. Can't just let him sashay out there all by his lonesome. And that's exactly what the Bengals did. I mean, that's the...
Guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Horde, the voice of the Bengals. Every week, we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
With an unlimited wash plan from Mike's Car Wash, you can wash every day of the week, like Monday on your way to work, Tuesday while you're grabbing lunch, Wednesday to celebrate Hump Day, Thursday before your 10th Zoom call, Friday when you're heading to the golf course, Saturday for date night, and Sunday because you don't need a reason. Unlimited wash plans from Mike's Car Wash. Any day, every day. All 40 Mike's locations are open daily at 7 a.m.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't.
We are back in Denver, 4:58 to go. The Broncos kick it off with a 28-3 lead, and this one will hit the upright. He almost kicked a field goal. Wouldn't have counted for points, obviously, but he hit the crossbar, actually, not the upright, and then it bounced backward a yard or two. The Bengals will have it at the 35-yard line. 4:58 to go. The mission now, at least score a touchdown before the night is through.
Yeah. Something productive, something positive. Finish with something that you can, take to work when you go to practice next week.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Browning is under center, and the Bengals will be penalized.
False start. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. First down.
11 penalties for 65 yards for Cincinnati tonight.
Penalties and then third down. Man.
They have often worked in concert.
Yes, they have.
Penalties creating long third downs that they couldn't convert. 1st and 15 with 4:58 to go. From the 30-yard line, here's an end around to Andre Yosibach. And Andre is able to pick up 5 yards out to the 35-yard line. Jaquan McMillan making the stop.
Both of the defensive leaders for the respective football teams, Dax Hill is involved in 8 tackles, 4 solo, 4 assists. The same for linebacker Singleton, 4 solo, 4 assists.
Higgins out to the right. Riley Moss covering him. They haven't really tried to exploit that matchup since the second quarter. There's no deep safety on that side. Instead, Browning throws a screen to the left. Jamarr Chase ran into Mike Gesicki and got tackled for no gain. Five catches for Jamarr Chase, but they've only gone for 23 yards.
He looks disgusted walking off the football field after that play. He got up in disgust, walked off the football field in disgust, and I think he's stunned. I think he just can't believe that this football game has turned into what it's turned into. 3rd
down and 10 for the Bengals, who trail 28-3 in the 4th quarter. 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go with a running clock. The Broncos retreating defensively. Browning throws over the middle, caught by T. Higgins. He's tackled short of the 1st down by Singleton. He's had a lot of tackles tonight. 4th down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, he's got at least 9. 5 solos, 4 assists, maybe even a little bit more. Singleton has been all over the football field, man. He's been reading it pre-snap and then making the proper move to the football post-snap.
Surprised the Bengals are punting on 4th and 3 at their own 42. Ryan Rico in. Snapped back by Wagner. This punt toward the sideline. It will bounce, stay in bounds, and then go out of bounds around the 18-yard line. 2:52 to go. We'll see if Bo Nix is in or if his backup gets a few snaps to finish up the game. It is going to be Bo Nix. Jared Stidham is the 2nd-string quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
Number 63 is reporting as eligible.
And they'll come out with 6 offensive linemen. Nothing fancy, I'm sure, with a 28-3 lead and 2:52 to go.
A little run scrimmage, get physical, knock people around.
Fullback in the game, I formation backfield, 1st and 10. It's a handoff up the middle. And Barrett Carter, the rookie linebacker out of Clemson, makes the stop at the 22-yard line on R.J. Harvey. Denver in no hurry.
No. Tick, tick, tick. 2.5 minutes to play.
If the Bengals do not get the ball back tonight, they're going to finish with 159 yards of offense. Denver's defense is good, but you got to be able to do better than that. Here's a toss to the left to Harvey. And he'll be knocked to the sideline aggressively by TJ Slayton. It's close to the first down marker. I think the Broncos have it. It is a first down at the 30, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. No, he got out of bounds. Yep. Never mind. It stopped the clock with 2:11 left in the game.
And Denver's in no hurry. That's for darn sure. The run scrimmage continues. Will the Bengals be able to stuff the run? Because that's what they're going to get.
DJ Ivey checks in. Cam Sample checks in. Nix turns right, tosses it right. R.J. Harvey running toward the sideline, and he's close to another first down. I'm not sure that there's anything harder to stomach for a football team when you know the other team is running and you can't stop it.
Yeah, that's demoralizing now. You know, you start to really question everything. Question yourself, question your coaches, question what you're doing, how you're doing it. And you gotta fight that. You gotta get that out of your mind.
9 yards on that run for R.J. Harvey. He's got 55 yards. Dobbins has 101.
As bad as this is, it is just one game. You are 2-2. Got a whole season left. Gonna have to. The worm has to turn, though, man. You got to change things, and you got to change things in a hurry.
2nd down and 1. Clock stopped as the runner went out of bounds again. Nix hands it off. It's a straight ahead run. It picks up the first down and takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll take a timeout. 1:59 technically remaining. Denver on its way to a home win tonight. It'll be 7 straight at home for the Broncos. They lead it 28-3 here on the Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
Attention all nonprofit organizations. Looking for creative ways to fundraise? Aramark is actively seeking nonprofit groups to operate concession stands at Paycor Stadium during Cincinnati Bengals home games. Organizations will receive a donation from Aramark for each game their group volunteers. Increase impact, engage with the community, and fundraise with flair. Join Aramark in making a difference. To learn more and secure a spot, call 513-455-4914 or visit Bengals.com/community/concessions.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit SITickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
This is Tanya Wilmus from Delta Dental of Ohio. Our mission is to improve oral health through our benefit plans, advocacy, and community support. Our dedicated network of dentists makes this mission possible. Together, we're building healthy, smart, vibrant communities, one smile at a time.
Welcome back to Denver. The Broncos lead it 28-3. Singing Take Me Home Country Roads, which we're accustomed to hearing at West Virginia University after wins, but the guy that sang the song was John Denver. We're in Denver, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Denver in a victory formation. Bo Nix takes the snap, takes a knee, and they'll wind the play clock down from 40 seconds. Take us down to about 1:15 to go before the Broncos have to snap it again. 2 more snaps will do the trick. And both of these teams will be 2-2. Well, one thing about the Bengals, They've played 3 of their first 4 on the road. They have won their only home game. And they'll be home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. 3 on the play clock as Nix takes the snap and takes a knee. 40 more seconds will roll off the clock.
The Bengals weren't expecting the game to be ending in this fashion. I can tell you that right now. But they got nobody to blame but themselves.
The worm turned in the second quarter when the Bengals committed 4 penalties in a span of 2 minutes, going backward after it looked like they had the ball at the 14-yard line, and Denver dominated for the rest of the night. There's the final snap of the game, and the final 35 seconds will run off the clock. The Bengals had won their last 2 trips to Denver, but not tonight. After taking an early 3-0 lead, the Broncos score the game's final 28 points. Final score tonight here at Mile High, Denver 28 and Cincinnati 3. Stay tuned for the postgame show coming up here on the Bengals Radio Network.
This is the Bengals Radio Network.
And the Bengals get a touchdown after all.
Bengals football has been brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR